You
know what's crazy?
What?
I did not announce. I didn't announce Solid Hustler's new music video.
Oh, fuck. Just, we
All
can
right,
edit it in.
2 hours in, never too late. Solid Hustler got a music video
New
out right
video
now,
out.
ladies and gentlemen. New video out.
Fruit
You know what
Loops.
time it is.
Yes,
Check
sir.
it out. You know, smash
you know
that
what
like
the fuck
button.
going on, man. Solid.
What?
Okay.
Hello.
Huh. Are we coming in with this one, or you got something for us? All right. No, I was saying, is that
Like
the song we
music?
coming into, or you got one for
I
us?
thought we started.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for joining the really good podcast, man. We just gonna kick this motherfucker off.
Let me get my bearings straight.
Yeah, get your bearings straight.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Pretty great.
Really good.
Anyway,
really
Fantastic. In case anybody cares.
Oh yeah, good, man. It is lucky episode 7, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
There was no episode 6 released.
No.
Sorry to disappoint, but I feel like 6 is not the lucky number, man. You know what it is. 6,
Yeah.
that's the devil number, man. Come on now. It wasn't gonna work out either way, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we appreciate y'all for joining us. We hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Before I forget, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Don't make us have to make our own personal YouTubes and then do the subscriptions ourselves. we'll do whatever it takes, man. We're locked in, baby. But yeah, so appreciate y'all rocking with us. We are back to the RGP boys, bike to business. You know what time it is.
You know,
But yeah, we missed you guys. Sorry for not being in last week, man. We had a lot of different issues arising, man. One thing is when you doing shit, you're on your own and you're basically creating what you want. You're gonna go through growing pains, man. But the only thing that really matters is that end product, man. So we're gonna make sure we get some type of clips from Pod 6. But we here for 7, man. We glad y'all rocking with us.
Let's get it.
How y'all feeling? How was y'all weeks? Had a bad week because the pod didn't go out. Y'all were sad.
A little
yeah,
bit.
definitely.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a
Yo,
really
we had
good
a
one.
good
man.
ass pod, huh?
It was fun.
Bro.
It was fun. Hey, y'all missed it. I
It's
got
gonna
to
be
go
hard to
get
top it.
We gonna, in fact,
yeah.
we gonna get back into some of the shit we talked about on last pod. Not like re-talking about it, but at least telling them so they feel like they was
Alright,
there.
Exactly.
But also, what the fuck y'all been on, man? What y'all did this week? Nothing.
Right.
Oh, that's right. We got
As
another
you
guest on the
can
pod,
see,
by the way.
We have another guest on the pod.
Are you going to name it?
I don't have a name for it yet.
So you are going to though. You are.
yes.
I'm not surprised, but
Yeah, at some point I'm going to name it. But it is a dianthus, which is flower of the gods in Greek.
Ooh.
I don't know yet. I think it's a
Melly Mel.
female, right? I don't know.
so you got a
Oh,
plant
it's
this week, I see.
I got a plant, bro, and it was like a whole heist. Like I stole cow shit, like, just to get like enough manure, just to like get the compost right. Got some garden soil. Ordered some neem cake. Got some magnesium. Was it sulfate? I think. I'm about to really have it nice blooming.
So this is the baby.
So
This is
it's
the
a nerd.
pre baby.
Pre.
Growing life.
Eventually gonna have like a whole little garden, you know. Start
Yeah.
passing flowers out to people, you know, type shit. That'll be pretty dope.
Give me my flowers.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'll give it to
that's-
you while you know.
That's some deep shit.
Like, yeah, it's
Shit,
dope.
I don't can't even. We on? Oh, we Friday, by the way. This is a new. It's kind of
Friday.
different podding on Friday, man. And
Yeah.
tomorrow's Saturday, so yeah, I can sleep in a little more. Usually it be fucking me up on Wednesday. We get out of here like hella late. Then Thursday, nigga, I'm sleep. I cannot get up on time. Do you had a good week?
Same old. Solid.
Same shit. I feel that. Well, I see we were about warmed up.
How was your week?
Oh, my week? Yeah, finally someone asked me about my shit, man. God damn.
Like, we don't care,
I had a
bro.
pretty
Move
good
on.
week. Oh yeah, I had a great week because I've been getting the Way Back Down music video finished up, so that's
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
hyped.
So
Yes,
I've been
sir.
it's been a good week, man, and I got my laptop back. I think that's another reason why last episode did not run is because I didn't have my fucking actual laptop.
Got the
The
baby
world
laptop.
isn't meant to see me with the fucking little baby ass MacBook Air, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be seen like that, so on the low,
No
I
can do.
deleted the pod. I wasn't fucking with it. Didn't want to be seen like that. But yeah, if y'all didn't know, man, Way Back Down music video is coming out, man. I'm working on it. I'm very excited for y'all to see it. It's the first video we shot. We dead ass, or they were just as much a part of the process.
Yeah.
So real excited to see it. They shot it with me. What month did we shoot that at? August? Or am I tripping?
It was summer.
October and a little bit before, and like
What's before?
Damn, I thought that was summer because it was hot as hell. Those days, definitely. I feel like it was August then.
Oh god, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people helped out shooting it. So I'm real excited because they, as much as they helped shooting it, now it's kind of on me in terms of like trying to get the edits and stuff right. And I do not want to disappoint the people who helped me with the video, but also I'll be getting feedback from them, and we'll kind of be going through it together at the same time.
It's coming into its own. It's looking really good.
Yeah, I showed it to them before the pod, y'all, and they were
nice.
fucking with it.
It looks nice. It looks nice.
But
See
yeah,
them skills.
I'll definitely keep y'all posted about it. But hope everyone taps in, man. On to the next thing. You know who I got with us. We got Tori in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got Sakib in the building.
Yes,
We
sir.
got Dale in the building.
Yes,
And you
sir.
know who we got running the behind the scenes. We got
Melly
young
Mel.
Melly Mel.
Melly Mel.
See, you got to switch them up with the order, man. They ain't think I was going
Melly
to
Mel.
introduce everybody. See,
Yes,
I
sir.
got us going a little
Yes,
bit. You
sir.
feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
We podding, man. We got to switch it up, man. You can't keep hitting them with the same thing. All right, so let's talk about last pod.
All right.
Last pod, basically to recap, we talked a little Tiger Woods, man. Prayers
Tiger
out to
Woods.
Tiger Woods. Always prayers to Tiger Woods. I hear he's doing better, but that was a fucked up situation. If you don't know the car accident he got into. Also on that pod, I did notice I was a little factually wrong. I said that they say there's like 2 accidents at that spot that he crashed at every year. It's actually 13. It was 13 in the last year, so that even more shows like, yeah, that's a it just seems like he lost control, morning type thing. So anyways, prayers to Tiger Woods. We talked about the what we should keep kind of talking about is the Asian hate crimes that are going on. We're gonna keep spreading awareness, doing our part, doing our thing. So yeah, be aware, know what's going on. If you haven't heard about the Asian hate crimes, you're probably living under a rock. And then you gotta alienate the viewers right off the rip.
Exactly.
But no, and then I think I know the real reason that the last pod had some issues.
Tell us.
What was
He
it?
was going a little too hard on Billy.
Bill Gates.
This nigga was
Yeah.
see,
I thought he was going hard on Bobby Shmurda.
that's another thing. That's like the Bobby Shmurda.
Disrespectful to the
What do you mean to
legend.
hip hop?
Last pod we discussed some kind of fan feedback or viewer feedback, listener feedback, whoever's watching, and one of them was that Tory doesn't tend to, or Kai doesn't pretend to appreciate the brilliance of Bill Gates. And
Fuck
this
Bill
man
Gates.
proceeded to shit on Bill Gates for a cool few, like maybe 15 minutes. So I actually think maybe you were getting onto something.
Yeah.
And Bill
Oh.
Gates shut this shit down.
He had to.
Travis got the call. He's like, he better not post
He
that.
fucking
He
had
said,
to.
"Nigga, this shit is not going out.
Because if he didn't, it was going to be a problem. Yeah. That guy.
And if it wasn't him, it was Bobby Shmurda, because he was also talking very disparagingly of Bobby Shmurda. So let's
Hey, no, shout out Bobby Shmurda,
Let's
another
switch
black
him
man
up.
out of jail.
look at you now. Look at you.
I said that last time.
Yeah, you did.
Another black man out of jail. That's what's up.
Yeah, another welcome home to Bobby
Welcome
Shmurda,
home.
man. He's back, man, and we're excited about it.
Yes, sir.
We also talked about some other feedback. We had an artist who was asking about kind of building up confidence in his rapping ability and kind of pursuing his own way. I felt like we gave him some dope advice.
He will see that. He will
He'll
see
see
that.
it. He'll see it. We'll
Definitely.
get
We
some,
gonna- we gonna
cookies
get it.
Aside from that, where are we going with it, boys? We got some little topics. We got some warm-up topics. You know what? I'm going to just throw one at y'all. What's something that you trying to work on? Damn, nigga.
Some backstage.
Yeah, we're fucking breaking shit in
Damn.
this bitch.
All right, Dale, what was he?
Yeah, what you trying to work on, man? What's the one thing you're trying to work on?
You know, just overall consistency and dedication, you know? Whether it can be, you know, committing harder to a workout plan or a diet or starting a new hobby or studying. It's got to be consistent, dedicated to what you want to do, and just keep at it, you know? Being too consistent lately, trying to change that.
I feel like, what you feel like the steps are to like shit. Does that include like your fucking schedule or like how you're using your time or like how do you go about like improving and shit like that?
Well, I definitely got to work on times management and scheduling. Because I'm the type of person who's like, okay, this is what I want to do, but when do I want to do it? I'll get to it, but I will do it after I said, nope, here's the deadline I want to do that by. I want this time allocated to doing this task and so on and so on. So I have to work on scheduling for sure and being more organized.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard as fuck, especially when it's something, if you're trying to do it specifically like for yourself, like for what you're working on personally.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what like the majority of people struggle with is like if they don't have a boss telling them to do this or be here at a certain time, or they don't have a write up if they don't get shit done, like it's very hard for them to keep on themselves the same way a boss would. So yeah, that shit makes sense. What about you, my boys?
Oh, what am I working on?
That's something you have to
I definitely have to go off what you just said about consistency. I think consistency is definitely a big thing to accomplish anything, and also just like just maintaining those promises I make to myself, the ones I keep into my head, because sometimes you'll tell yourself you're gonna do something, but you're just like, okay, I can start it whenever I want, then start it. It's one of those things. Definitely, I want to get better at. What's it called? What's another word instead of consistency? Show me y'all college. Persistency. Yeah. Persistency.
I think it's a word.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, that's definitely one of the big things. Just want to make more content, and also I want to just like try things that'll make me uncomfortable. So stay tuned. Trying to get some YouTube shit going.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Ooh, YouTube. Hey, YouTube should keep in the cut. Okay.
Long form, baby. Give me that long form content.
Y'all better tap in.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna hit him with that. There it is already.
Keep Salahuddin in the building, man.
Smash that like button.
Smash that.
Is it weird when you ask people to smash that like button or just like and subscribe? Is that weird? You think that's just like, because some people, they don't even say it, and they're just like, I'm not gonna ask for people to do something,
I think if you do it in a cool way, if you are gonna do it, like if it works in with the content, like you're having a conversation or something, because like I watch like chess videos. And so this dude,
oh my God.
yeah, I know, right?
Why y'all hating on chess?
I'm the worst.
I'm not.
I'm the worst.
It's cool though.
But yeah, I watch chess videos. But the way he incorporates it, he's like, oh yeah, like I'm teaching you this position, but I have a course about it. Oh, you don't know about the course? Oh wait, you're not subscribed? What are you doing? Like, why are you like go watch the last video, or like he does it in a cool way. So it's like, okay, and he plays it off. He's like, okay, all right, back to the video. Like, and he's real smooth about it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have like hella ads. So it's like, okay, that's cool. It's engaging. It's very informative. Yeah. But if you do like the regular, like all that shit is like, you don't really need that. But honestly, I think the majority of the channels that I subscribe to didn't ask me to subscribe.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
I just knew straight. I was like, okay, I gotta keep this one because it has value. It has that much value to me. Like to whatever I'm doing.
Oh, sorry for interruption.
No.
Do you guys be liking videos on YouTube?
The really good podcast videos, of course.
Of course. Those
are the main ones.
You said like just liking them, like
because I have a habit of like not liking videos, and I feel bad about it because I know likes really help the creator out. But to me, it's just like, if you want that like, you gotta really earn that mess.
Gotcha.
We're set. That's perfect. All right, bet. My bad. Go on, Dale.
Talking about
you
likes.
Were talking about
on the YouTube.
Baby dick.
Oh yeah. So my baby, anyways. so I know likes really help the content creator out, especially on YouTube. And I know I feel bad when I don't like videos I personally enjoy. Like, oh, I enjoyed watching this video. I subscribe to this guy. I tune in every week, but I don't like his videos. Like, I feel like a bad supporter, but I don't know, it's a habit. So I was wondering how you guys do about liking videos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of honestly like, I feel like I'll be liking shit when it's something I'm gonna come back to. Like because I watch like videos, if I'm like learning to edit something, I'm gonna like it. But then if I just remember to, like if the person's like, hey man, like please like and subscribe and shit, and I really do fuck with the page, I fuck with the channel, I'm like, yo, I should for sure be liking them. But it's like when I remember. So sometimes that's why I don't think it's cool to do it like in a tasteful way, like asking like subscribe, because sometimes people are afraid to ask for support, or they're afraid to do different things, and then this isn't directly tied to YouTube, but you see niggas like, they won't ask nobody for support, but then they want to go on their like IG story and be like, man, niggas never supported me. Nigga, who did you send your shit to? Like, man, I ain't even worried about y'all support. I'm gonna send it straight to you. Like, hey, here's my new song, T. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I ain't sitting there 2 days later like, man, I dropped way back down. T ain't even hit me. Like, niggas ain't sitting around trying to support, but that's why it always it doesn't help or doesn't hurt to ask, but especially about some YouTube shit, you just want to make it tasteful. Hey, did you say what you were trying to work on though? You motherfucker! Look at you skedaddling.
Oh man,
skedaddle.
Shit. Yeah. What I'm working on now is coming to peace with like everything.
Oh God. Keep doing that shit.
No, but it's like, okay, like mental clarity, like, and what that truly entails, right? Because I have dreams and aspirations that I know, and we talked about it, like way bigger than ourselves, and I've already seen it. You know what I mean? And like I'm claiming it, like, you know, like for I was just talking to him about it. The screen of space, just like the fact that we put ourselves into this position, like in this situation to be podcasting right now. Like we could be doing anything else in the world, but we're sitting here creating content, like doing something, like, you know, like when we're 40, we're gonna look back on this and be like, oh shit, that was dope as hell. Like I remember when it was just an idea.
What do you mean that was? We gonna be 40
and no,
with
I'm
the
just,
podcast.
Yeah, I was just saying, but like whatever it is, you know,
we gonna
but
be 40.
like this is experience. Like it's just crazy to just kind of see that. So you're seeing it now, and then knowing like, okay, I have this goal, but to attain that goal, I have an idea of how my mind could work, or I see the potentiality of how my mind could work, and it seems very clear, you know. So it's kind of like getting all the cobwebs out, you know, you call them demons, whatever, and deal with it now in a time where you have to deal with it, you know, you have the space, and really kind of understand like who you are. And no, I say that all the time, but that's so important because we really give our energy to a lot of things and distractions that we don't really realize and pay attention to. Like when you're driving down the freeway, I watched this movie, I think it was from like the 80s or something. It's called They Live. It's dope. It's with Roddy Piper. I know you ain't seen it. Roddy Piper. But pretty much the idea is like
the wrestler?
I was just
The
thinking.
wrestler,
Yeah. Got you.
So-
Howdy Roddy.
right. So he has these sunglasses. He finds them in like a church. These church people, right? They're the crazies, right? They have these sunglasses that somehow see people for who they really are. And so he takes some of the sunglasses and he's walking around like the city and shit. And so at all the signs, instead of saying, you know, McDonald's or something like that, it says buy or consume or this is your God. Like that was what it was saying on the money when he had the sunglasses on. So it was like showing the world for like everything's buy, everything's consumed, like you're just slaves and you're feeding like this weird alien race. It's like, so some of the people had like fucked up faces. So he was like, oh, you're fucking ugly. And so then the aliens started tripping on him and they're like, oh, he knows, like he has the sunglasses, and they started like doing all type of crazy shit. But it was just really interesting.
Damn. What about you?
I don't know,
I'm trying.
What are you working on? Yeah, what are you working
Trying
on?
to work on not saying like as much. So.
Oh, true.
You been seeing
No,
it back
I'm
on the
just-
edits?
No, I'm just playing. No, I just figured after his whole explanation, I'm just trying not to say like as often. Right? This nigga's dumb. But no, for real, I do have real things I'm trying to work aside from not fucking saying. And honestly, I don't really trip about that type of stuff. Like, if people can understand your message, then I don't really trip about like how the verbiage is really conveyed, because a lot of people speak different ways, and like Master P fucking giving you game is gonna sound different from fucking I don't know who else to name. Jay-Z. Well, yeah, sure, Jay-Z. Like people have different ways of conveying their message, but the only thing really matters is the message is conveyed. But real stuff I'm trying to work on. It's taking me some time to get on a good schedule in terms of like waking up at a specific time and sticking to that and whatnot. I'm also trying to implement like little things. I was telling you about like the 1 minute rule,
Yeah,
where like
solid.
as soon as you think of shit to do, or as soon as you think of a task you have to do, if it takes under a minute, you just knock that bitch out, because it really makes sense when you try to start like dividing your day into time. I feel like, so you know exactly, like 1 minute things you can get so many tasks done. But then they also say like it does kind of bleed into the rest of your day. Like if you're just continuously getting little things done, not like everything is a 1 minute thing, but like I'll look at something, know I have to do it. Maybe I don't want to do it at that moment, but it's like I already thought about it. It'll take a minute. It's gonna be done when it's done.
And that just goes into the bigger things, you know. If you're able to
Exactly.
do the things that quickly, that means that you could actually sit down and sit through the edit process of the video, or make the song that you want to make, like shit like that, you know.
That's facts. That's why I feel like it trickles into literally everything. I mean, it's because once you already just gotten little shit that you needed to get done, even if it's just like cleaning up type shit, it's very very doable. And then you're just more, I feel like you're more mentally freed up for when it comes to the big task. Like if I have to spend fucking like 8 hours editing a pod, but I've already had like several things I'm supposed to do throughout the day, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'll end up procrastinating and waiting till like the last fucking 7 hours that I have before the pod needs to be uploaded. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, I don't know, little shit like that, and just like trying to be great, man. Trying to be great in everything. Just trying to push things a little differently. But aside from that, man,
That's great.
Just working on me, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me. You know what's kind of annoying? This is random as fuck. When you see like couples get out of a breakup, and then like fuck, man, you look at both their IGs and it's just fucking loving me today, and they're just fucking. You got the girl fucking spamming pictures like
Posting her ass for the first time
Yeah,
in years.
bro. Like now she's trying to show off body and shit. Like, man, just loving myself, which I don't knock, bro. But like, man, breakups happen, bro. Like,
Bro.
you see the breakups, you just. I don't like seeing the aftermath, and then you just see what both of them are on, and then like the niggas flexing some shit. It just be like, and I hate if it's subs. If there's subs in the shit, it's like, come on, bro, that's just bad energy. But like, I don't know, when niggas getting breakups, they just start finding out so much, and which is true. Like you figure out a lot, but like, I don't need to hear.
Bro,
it.
I
already know how
love
that
those
shit
couples.
goes.
Those are like my favorite because there's this one IG couple that I see. They definitely broke up. They got a kid together, and their shit is hella toxic. So
Oh, Ray and them?
Nah,
Just say the nigga name. Oh, that's who you talking about.
nah.
But you mean Raymond Jones, the one that was on 238 Main Street? That nigga?
Got you.
He gonna be real. They gonna find his ass. I swear. Nah, but yo, there's one couple. At first, the guy had a girlfriend, so he's kind of just like, his girl probably knows about his ex, so she's like always taking like selfies of herself on his IG. And then now, recently, the girl got a man, and then you'll see him subbing her. They're like, you can't put a crown on a fool and call him your king. And then like, yo, it's like the funniest shit. And the girl seems hella petty because what she's doing, she'll take pictures of, like, she'll have the dude carrying their baby and then post that. And you know that's some fucked up shit.
Yo, I like the messiness, not gonna lie.
It's so entertaining though.
Damn, I hate the shit where they post and it's like, you just lost this, or like you could have had me, or like I got options. I don't fucking care. Like, why the fuck am I seeing you? Obviously trying, like, bro, you gotta just process things in your head. Bro, IG just be fucking me up. Like, I don't like most of the shit I see. First of all, you got niggas posting hella quotes, giving you advice on how to make it, and I'm just like, fam, I'm not fucking seeing niggas stories like, yo, that shit resonated. And then you just got people like, what have you done where you just giving so much advice and guidance to the world? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy. Do I feel like I'm
No,
being
no.
a
Well,
negative
I
Nancy?
feel
You
like
sound like a hater right now.
That's not a
not
hater.
gonna-
No,
you don't.
I was just playing.
Well, it's just
Or
like
am I?
it's like a mentality or a mindset, you know. Sometimes they feel like they are doing something. Maybe this message will get to somebody
I
that they
swear
know.
to God, Kobe
but
Bryant was never gonna be on. If Kobe Bryant was in this era growing up, he was not on fucking IG. Work hard, be humble, don't let other. No, he was fucking doing the work. And the people
Exactly.
that do the work, other niggas is gonna come to you and be, yeah, how do I get to that? How can I get? And then you're at a point where people actually want to hear your advice. But if you just doing whatever, like, fam, just because you feel motivated today doesn't mean I need to fucking see your shit and be like, oh my God, this guy's so on top of things. What are you doing to make you on top? Like, fam, I don't know. I'm very selective with who I seek out my advice for. But
That's how the Forex niggas be like.
hey, yeah, you know what? The only reason I'd say because the people that put out Forex, in their defense, they're actually doing something. Like,
That's
the
true,
majority of them,
so.
like, if you actually a profitable trader, you're profitable, and that's like, okay, you do have some value. Like, if I know this nigga's made whatever amount, okay, I might listen a little differently, but I know it does. Some things do come off like spammy, but yeah, I think that's about all I have to shit on IG shit for. Anything else y'all thinking of?
Actually, just to play devil's advocate,
Huh.
since it's their page, is it like wrong for them to post what they want to post?
Since it's their page, yo, can we take a break? No, I'm just.
Hold on,
Hold
hold on. I need to
on,
respond.
we're ready for the, hold on, I'm gonna think.
Oh,
Of
you need time
Nah.
to think about.
But you said if they post it on their, I mean, yeah, it's their right because it's their page. But at the same time, Dale, I am not an unfollower. I really don't unfollow people after I follow. I'm just not, because I feel like it's like negative energy. Like, what was that one follow? Like, honestly, I follow everyone who fucks with my music, and I follow everyone who I know. Like, if I know
Yeah.
you and you follow me, like, I'm gonna show love back. You follow me, so I'm like, I feel like in this world, if you were to just see someone, which is why sometimes I mute stories.
Yeah.
But,
Definitely.
But if I just unfollow somebody, like, it is kind of like, if you one of the people that got the fucking app checker and shit like that. Actually, I feel like those still around.
Definitely.
That 2015 vibes, bro.
Nah, bro, because I used to have one of the
I
bitches,
used
but
to
like there was a point where there was like 'cause I used to have one of them, and then, like IG started. Nah,
Yeah,
they was
that's
like,
just
nah.
annoying.
You
No,
gave
back
your-
in the
they
day,
was
you
like,
needed that because people took them IG follows
High school
seriously,
shit?
bro.
bro, but like
You can see it on their Twitter, you know. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
you
followed
unfollowed four people unfollowed you, and it automatically just posts on your Twitter.
Yeah. Those be
that's
annoying
fucked.
though. Like I don't need to know how many people unfollowed you. I don't care.
Bro, but it's weird though, because an unfollow is hate. But that's the thing. Like sometimes people will like if someone follows another person, especially like celebrities and shit, they're like, oh, this is such a big deal now. They'll kind of clown it, but at the same time, like unfollowing someone, you basically saying fuck your life, because I'm never gonna hear from you again. Think about Trump. He's off all social media. Fuck your life. No one knows what you're doing. And I mean, obviously, you can like other forms and shit, but like. That's the crazy part about like if you got banned from all social media,
You would be happy.
Yeah.
what do you what,
You would be happy as fuck.
like everyone
Freedom.
used to
You
go-
have freedom, motherfucker.
yeah,
Hop
but I'm
off.
s- yeah, it would be
Log
different
out.
freedom. But I'm saying like people you knew 4 years ago, 3 years, they're like, what happened to that guy?
Yeah,
Literally, what happened to him? Oh, you fucking yellow pages your fucking phone number and try to get in like, I don't know, it is different. But I'm not an unfollower. But back to your question, yeah, it is their right to post whatever, but it's also my right. Since they're posting whatever the content is, to shit on whatever the content is.
That's fact.
You're
If
100% right.
If I put out a bullshit song, man, like I can't.
We
get
got the
mad.
right to shit
Like,
on
hey,
it.
Fuck you. It's my song, not yours. To be like, yeah, and I ain't fuck with it. Like, yeah, fair enough. Pussy.
Yeah, no. IG makes my fucking stomach hurt. IG makes my stomach hurt.
Why is that?
You be getting hungry when you watching.
You be watching food
Nah.
porn, huh?
Bro, like it got to a point to where like if I even think about it, there's like a voice in the back of my head that's like, do not do it, because it just makes me feel uncomfortable on like a biochemistry level.
You
like
got
just
your
even
dreads
thinking about
twisted
it.
too tight.
Probably,
God,
but that
fuck
shit makes
with
me
your
feel
head.
uncomfortable, and then that's why I don't really be on it. Like I was on it for a little bit, like I have like little short sprints, but like
I know, bro, because that's when I start seeing like this nigga like my shit. Like what? Literally,
Yeah.
like 4 pictures. Like, I'm like,
That's what it is.
I'm just like, yeah, I just feel like it'd be like a week, and I'm like,
I know why you do that, bro.
why?
Because you know that when you gone, we've been posting shit, probably pod clips and shit like that. You tagged in them, so then when you pop back on, you look at your shit, you like, damn, you looking like a whole week worth of. You like, yo,
You like a female.
this is fame, bro. You're like, nigga, damn, I got dummy likes coming in, dummy fucking mentions.
Not really though. It's just like it's just dope seeing it, just like seeing the growth. But like when it comes to the content, bro, I told you got mad at me when I said, but like the content's last. Like creating wise, like I'm creating like
Yeah, you gotta explain that one.
things.
You gotta unpack this.
Big things, man.
The
I'm
content
thinking like,
is
like
last.
seminars, like
But there's
creating
content to a
creating
seminar.
real life, huh?
But there's a seminar is still content.
It is still that, but like what I want to do with like education, and what I'm going to do with education, what you're gonna do in rap, what we're all gonna do, it all relates because like we're gonna be working with each other, like but promoting, doing the same thing we're doing now, but on a way larger scale in our own like ways. Like you think like I'm not gonna learn how to build an LLC without explaining to y'all how to build an LLC, and vice versa. You feel me? So it's like we're all going that way, like real fast. So
where do you get
Yeah,
content
right.
is last from this though? Because that don't
content
make
is
sense.
content is last because it's like
And you're saying
I
for
gotta
you
keep the
personally or
balance.
just
For
in
me
general?
personally, just
Oh,
me
well,
personally.
that makes sense, yeah.
Exactly. Just me personally. Like I gotta find balance in a lot of things first before I just say like go head first in content, because I can get lost in things. So if I go full content, I know what I could do there, but it's like I don't want to go full. I gotta keep some type of balance and keep some type of grounding. So find that grounding and really learn. Like another thing is I didn't really have a self identity. Like I didn't know who I was a year ago, you know. So now it's like I have to reshape and unlearn everything that I learned previously, and now relearn in a new mindset that is more conducive to a positive environment and a positive situation to where like everything grows and the mental clarity. And without that, it's like I'm building on a terrible foundation if I'm trying to build something great, but I didn't work on some mental shit in the back of my head because I didn't have the willpower, or I just, you know what I'm saying, was too lazy to fucking do it, or whatever the case may be. And that's fighting your own demons, you know? And it comes back to haunt you in the actual space because you didn't deal with it. It's something you're not dealing with. You got to face that shit, you know? For real. Like,
You're
Yep.
fucking
Yeah.
wild.
yep. Either accept
Oh
it,
God.
accept it, let it go, or
crazy.
reframe it. That's what you got to accept it, reframe it, or let it go. If it's not any of those three options, let it go. Like, or that's pretty much it. Let it go, reframe it, or accept it.
That makes sense what you're saying, but I feel like you're saying content is last for you, but that makes sense based on what you're doing. Like if I wasn't entirely, if my goal wasn't to be a successful musician, then songs wouldn't be the first priority. If I was trying to be a fucking doctor, but I just did music for fun, or like I just liked me, or I was just like a creative guy, yeah, of course it shouldn't be your first priority. If it's not your end goal, why would it be your first priority? It doesn't make sense. It's like a fucking basketball is my first priority. I'm over here fucking musician, and I'm like, nah. Pod second, songs third, basketball first. Some niggas be hooping too much. Hey, if you're not on a team, you're not pushing for nothing. Like that's what turned me off when I was playing. Like when I was gonna play JUCO and shit. I know we're fucking tail spinning, but for real, like you go to JUCOs, junior college. There's like 28-year-olds, 27-year-olds, 25-year-olds playing. That shit's crazy. Like nigga, sometimes guys. If you don't play, you're not trying to get to the NBA, bro. Like I feel like maybe 24 is the cutoff. You can still be playing at a junior college. That's just weird, man. I was fucking 18. This nigga was 24, full ass beard, big ass. I'm like, yo, I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know. Like this is I don't know. Fuck it.
Dude, imagine being 40 and going back to college.
I respect those people though.
Okay.
Yo, that shit is crazy to me. You have 40 years of your life.
Imagine being 40 and going back to college and then you join a frat. That shit is so funny, bro.
Gray hairs and shit in the frat.
Yeah, nah, I feel like, what do you feel like it would be like going back to college at a later age like that? I feel like there's so many, I feel like it's so hard to accomplish just because at that point you usually have like responsibilities and shit like that. And like you can't be like a normal college student in terms of like, let's have fun when we can and then work on our classes when we can. And it's like, nah, you really got to take care of life and then handle your classes too. It's like a second job, and I assume you have a job.
Depending on the major, it might be like not that bad. Especially like, okay, I'm 40, I have a more mature mind. I can go at it with a better, sense of understanding of things. Like, I'm not going to go in like a kid distracted. Like, I'm going in there for a reason to get in, get my degree, and get out at 40. Like, I'm doing it for something.
But if you're 40, you're getting a degree, I feel like it would probably be like a specific degree. Like, I'm trying to get this because I'm trying to advance to this. Yeah. So I feel like there's not going to be an easy major. But think about it. If you're 40, you're probably working, let's say, 40 hours a week. You have that. Let's say you have kids. Some people do when they got kids. I'm just saying that's a lot to worry about. It's like a second job damn near, especially depending on like, I feel like if people are going back at that point, like it's probably a specific major. Like if you're going back at 40 and you like, I'm gonna go back to be an art major. It's like it makes sense if you're just doing it like I want to get another major. Like you're just doing well off and you're like I want to go back and because some people do that shit. Like
but it's like your kids are off to college already. Yeah. So you're like fuck it. Yeah. I ain't got shit to do.
Go to college with them.
Exactly. And those kids would hate you.
I got in the same school as you, buddy.
Got the same major, same classes. Hey, we're rooming
like,
together.
Hey baby, did you get the homework from last night? It's like no. Fuck you.
Well, I ain't paying your tuition then, nigga. The fuck.
And hey, boys, while we're on this flow, I think I'm gonna keep throwing out some random thoughts and topics I had. I feel really bad for fucking healthcare workers. I was thinking about this shit, right? Yeah. Because like for us, you know how COVID changed like a motherfucker. Like, everything changed. Everything was on lockdown. Things start to feel more normal at times, or they become normalized to us because we're used to it in terms of like this, like masks and shit like that. But like in terms of just the way of moving. But now I feel like we're all at a point where like we're comfortable with certain things. We kind of know our schedules. We know what we're on and stuff. But imagine like for a healthcare worker, like your life, because imagine how lockdown was when we had to really like I mean, we're still locked down, but in terms of like being nonstop worried about COVID and shit, like they literally got to be worried about it. I mean, now with the vaccines and shit, like they literally got to be like every day has been different. Like people that have daughters or like nieces and they still can't see their nieces and nephews. Like that shit is, I got a lot of respect for healthcare workers because like a lot of times people be like, it's their job. Like, when people talk like, bro,
I ain't dying for my job.
That shit is dangerous as fuck. If your job switched up that quick where it was that dangerous for you and like, bro, like when people were saying like the COVID shit like wasn't real and stuff, it's like, fam, look at the hospitals though. Like them bitches is overflowing. Like if imagine like you're a healthcare worker and you're like, these niggas over here like, yeah, I'm not so sure about this whole thing. It's like, nigga, you want to come to the hospital and see what the fuck we deal with every day? Like people think COVID's fake until like your friend or your family member gets COVID. Like, oh, it's real. Like no shit's real. We've been saying this for months. And then you got them people that's like, hey, 99% survival rate, bro. Nigga, you know how many fucking dead people we got? There were people, I don't want to be insensitive, but passing away in this hospital is like
Hundreds
I
of
feel
thousands of people died naturally.
but that's the thing, because that's we talked about it before. If you just look at numbers, you can spin anything. Well, yeah, only 1% died, fam. You know how much 1% of a population this big is? Like, all right, fam. Let me, bro. If there was any instance where this many people died all at once, do you know how much of a catastrophe and a massacre that would be? Like,
didn't COVID kill more people than like World War II in
Yes.
America or something like that?
yes. So imagine all the fucking World War II soldiers all died
Wait,
in one.
wait, World War II?
Basically, the amount of people that died in World War II, the COVID deaths have
Oh,
surpassed that.
like
So
the
Americans, I
army
believe.
men.
Or like
Okay,
Ameri-
okay.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
people who died in World War II for America.
I thought you were just saying in general. I was like,
like, nah,
did,
a lot
did,
more
you-
people
did
died
y'all
in
know
World War II.
Hitler? Like, holy shit.
Oh,
But to touch on we said about the 1% survival rate, even if we do survive, having COVID could potentially have long-lasting effects too. Like you could lose certain things you'll never get back. So it's more than just, oh, I won't die. Like, yeah, your life will be changed forever.
Like
And
your
plus-
stroke game.
Dude, imagine you have your stroke game, bro, and your girl
Imagine
come
you
over,
get ED from COVID. Fuck. That'd be ass, bro.
you regret not wearing that mask. But
One
for
on
real,
my
though,
face?
come on, boys. Hey, are we really gonna pod today? Let's talk some ED.
Nah.
Nah, we got on. Let's talk it. Let's come.
Oh, he brought it up. He
pussy.
brought it up.
He
He
brought
brought it up.
pussy,
He
bro.
brought it
Hey,
up.
yo, that's why y'all gotta stop masturbating, man.
Nah, yeah.
That's why you guys might get ED by 35, dude.
Is that a thing? You can get erectile dysfunction by masturbating too much?
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
I was
been
gonna say
there.
maybe. Okay,
I
okay,
haven't
so-
been there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Porn fucked my head up.
Oh, wait. Are we transitioning to a porn topic?
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
no,
I'm,
he's talking
being
about his
complete-
ED. He's talking about
I'm
ED.
just being completely honest, just telling the truth. Like
This
just
nigga was
giving-
on.
sharing my experience.
He's
yeah.
on page 8
Oh,
of X videos, bro.
I'm
Looking for
just
the right
saying,
video.
it's like, nah, like
Guys be having just too much pressure.
yeah.
Too much pressure.
We're like,
For
I don't know, it's just like, and then for like an overthinker, because I'm working on that, like not overthinking.
Bro, it's
I
hard.
called this dude fucking 2 days ago. He's like, hey, you're overthinking about this. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, all right, let me relax. This is why I called you, bet. All right, cool. And then I was like, okay, let me remember, breathe. Like, okay, so it just added more questions, like more self, like. You know what I'm
The
saying?
question
Like,
was asked. What did you say? You said why does porn?
more self-analyzing. I don't know. It's just,
Why did porn make you overthink? That's what. Just so they
No,
know,
not
yeah.
porn. I'm saying I overthought like naturally.
oh,
But I'm
what-
saying, and then adding like porn to that, and then I guess my friend group, like in high school, we weren't like, oh, let's go talk to like, we were just always chilling, like hanging out, like doing like other shit.
That's what y'all was on.
You know what I'm saying?
crew.
Like, nobody was really,
That's what y'all
nigga,
was
that
on.
ain't like nobody's
Shit.
really like playing like, oh yeah, I got 3 on me, like 3 bitches hitting me, like no, not like that.
I wasn't telling you about it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's how you keep the bitches.
Yeah.
You
But no,
can't-
it was
can't
just
be
on
a-
other shit. So it's just like, all right, that wasn't that. When I got to school, I wasn't just like, oh, I'm finna fuck everybody. I've just never been like, I'm finna fuck everybody. So then, yeah, no. So then adding porn to that is just like, I don't know. It was fucking real.
Since you being honest, I'm be honest too. I feel like sometimes weed. See, you know how weed usually like some people that have anxiety, weed they smoke it and they have no anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, but then I'm one of the types that when I smoke it, it tends to bring me anxiety. Now
Facts.
I've been smoking long enough. Like, I'm always in this. I'm chilling. Like I could be wherever. But it does. I do know like my natural tendency. Like, say we're in a room and it's a bunch. Like I don't know none of these niggas. Even for the pod, I don't really be like smoking right before the pod because I feel like when I'm like I'll be sitting here thinking like, do I sound dumb right now? Like, do I sound? I just overthink.
freeze
So
up.
if we talking
Yeah.
about that ED shit, man, weed always ain't the best for me.
Yeah.
If I get in that ancient,
Oh.
no, no,
If you get- if
weed,
you get
no,
into
weed
that
is great
space,
for that.
man.
Weed is
I
great
do
for
like
that.
it,
But
man.
if you do start to get a little anxiety, man, your shit.
You having
Oh,
performance
bro.
anxiety?
It's not fucking
That's
performance.
facts, yo. Cause
Okay, so
sometimes,
yeah, yeah.
Cause
Your whole
it
body
doesn't
is
happen
shaking.
every time. It's like if you're high and stupid, you're just like, okay, cool, we gonna have some sex, whatever. But sometimes when it's not going the way that you want it to go, it's like that's when you kind of get into your head.
When you think it's gonna go badly, it goes badly. It's like when you
Yeah.
have dreams and you're like, "Yeah, what if this nigga shoots me in the face? Boom, you get shot. Like you making it happen, bro.
That's exactly what it's like.
That's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But you know what? If we don't talk about that real shit here, man, you got niggas at home, they embarrassed, man. They
No, yeah.
no. It could.
Okay.
Fu- it
Now
can't
being
fu-
soft in front of a girl would be like
That's fucked.
It's so
It's
emasculating.
fucked.
It's like damn.
And she just try to come for you, be like, yo, it's okay, it's
Like, I don't know,
okay.
it usually doesn't do this. Like, I don't.
That shit go gummy worm
Promise you,
mode.
this is a rare occasion.
All you're
like-
thinking about is what she gonna say in her group chat.
I know, like
fuck.
you know she talking shit to her friend, like you know.
Yeah, it's bad.
Is it me? Why the fuck would it be you? What do you think
Yeah,
you're doing
nah.
in here? Is you like, nah, yeah, I thought you were ugly this whole time.
Like
I
that-
didn't
like
want
that-
trying
to
to fuck you.
I
I
thought-
thought you're ugly as shit.
I thought I'd power through and but it's just not happening. Like, no, bruh. Like, this is
Just
10
being
times
fucking
worse for
hands
me.
sometimes.
Yeah, they need to understand that like that shit's a lot of mental.
Oh, for sure. Cause like, okay, guys, we have to think about not coming, and women, when they're having sex, they have to think about coming.
Yeah, they're trying to.
So we're trying to hold all this fucking energy in until you come, and then
Jesus.
so it's like it's a lot of things going through your head at the same time. I don't even know what you said.
I said
but
love juices.
love juices, the love
Believe all this
juices.
shit. They're just coming everywhere.
We got 10-year-old listeners.
And we clipping this for the YouTube, dog. It's like, yo, I like the way this
He's
one is
coming,
going.
he's coming.
I like the direction we went with this one, boy.
Hey, YouTube gonna definitely help us on this
Everybody's
one.
coming.
That algorithm is going to come in, and we're gonna be fucking great, man.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Who else talking about erectile dysfunction though? Ask yourselves that.
On the
Everyone
really
else
good
give it up.
podcast.
Ask
Who else is
yourselves
giving it
that.
up?
That shit definitely real, man.
But then when you redeem it,
You come back with that
The
power
redemption?
hour.
Nah, the worst is like on like a hookup, and you don't have a chance to hook up the girl ever again, and you had a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
performance. It's like
Oh, yeah.
bad taste in my mouth, bro. I don't like it. Bro. It's like Kobe leaving the court off a bad game. Like, you
Nah,
don't like it, bro.
Nah, don't
Never
even
left
trip.
off a bad game.
Just try to make like be with her. Like, if you don't know her like that, you just met her. It's cool. Just tell everyone else like, nah, I wasn't fucking with it. That shit was weak. Put right to your boys, nah, man. Don't even talk to her. Don't even talk to her, bro. It's like embarrassing how weak that shit was. They like as soon as they ask her, oh yeah, that nigga, that she gonna tell him. She gonna spill the
Yeah.
beans,
Just be like, she lying on me. Just deny everything.
bro. Yeah, like low key, like she caught feelings. Now she lying on me. You know how that goes, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, niggas will believe anything another dude tells them. Like, you know how that shit go, bro. Oh yeah, I feel you, bro.
That's the
Yeah.
line, bro.
What I'm gonna do?
You
Question
know how
it?
it is.
You ain't even gotta
Oh,
say
I know
shit.
exactly how it is.
bro, a nigga would just make a sound. Be like, yeah,
You know, it's also, it doesn't just rely on us to like turn you on. You gotta turn us on too. You know, sometimes like,
Stressing. That's gonna stress me out.
oh,
If my shit's already like this,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I see you doing
No,
the
no.
most, you over trying to like get me. I'm like, man, it's gonna come. Yep.
yo, yeah. Once you're already in that frame of mind, of course, that shit is not. It's really tough. And then you try breathing, you're just like,
You getting your shit sucked
I got
on
this.
dummy
I got
soft.
this. Yo, you ever think about porn while you're having sex? That is the worst
see,
shit.
yeah.
Nah, actually, I'm not gonna lie. It'd
Worst
be
shit.
like that.
You're just like, what video got me going before?
Yeah.
And then, no, these are with girls that you're not like they're not your girlfriend.
Oh, like
or
you're
Oh,
trying to get
you
your
been thinking
shit
about
back
other
up?
girls when you're yeah, I did that
yeah,
before.
because I don't know this chick, and she's not doing enough to turn me on. She's not
Oh,
like
so-
getting
yeah.
me going. You know, like there's certain like
It's just like, oh,
we
fuck.
got our own ways. You know, it's like I can't just be there and you just laying like a brick. You know, it's just like
yeah.
you could touch me. Like, come on, what's wrong with you? But yeah, so I'm like, okay, it's not going up, and then I have to start thinking about like, yo, that's why I don't like porn. That's one of the reasons. Like, fuck, because it kind of does take away your sex drive. I would say. You know, if you just keep watching, like, imagine busting a nut every day. Y'all busting a
Bruh.
nut every day,
You lose a lot of energy busting nuts. That's another thing.
and you feel gross.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
feel like doing
Super
shit after
disgusting.
busting like 3 nuts in a day. That shit's terrible. Like, that's the worst.
Bro, look into their eyes. They're soulless. They don't have any souls. And they're just sitting there, just getting fucking pounded. It's just like,
What?
They're getting like
Oh,
massacred.
you're talking about porn. You're
I'm just
talking
thinking
about
about,
porn.
like, it's just like, fuck. It's like, why am I watching this? And it's just like, oh, I feel disgusted. It's
Bro,
just
she's
like-
thinking about rent. She's thinking about rent.
And then you're at a, I'm laughing so much, bro. You're just in a weak position, cause like you're just like.
Wait, this is like after you
That's what I'm saying, bro. You just got pants around your ankles.
You got your pants around your
I'm just
ankles?
saying, whatever. You're just in a weird ass position. I'm just saying, like.
Yo, he be
nah.
standing up and beating his feet. Pants around his ankles.
This nigga standing in front of the mirror.
Hey, look. I told you I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you.
At the end, this nigga falls back on the bed. He goes, ah!
Hey. Look.
They fall on his toes.
Oh shit.
Look.
Oh my god, yo.
I don't know. It's been many places. He's jacking off. But that's not a good. That's not good.
This nigga's a serial beater, bro. He be everywhere.
I cannot, bro. I'm just telling you. So
you just be nutting on your carpet?
No, not anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like,
wait, not anymore?
Look, mental clarity. Look, mental clarity.
Mental clarity.
So had to get rid of that because I realized like I can't just be busting nuts all the time. That's not like
Not
that's
standing.
man, I just don't. It doesn't like when I was younger. Yeah, but I gotta break that. That's not a good habit. That's not like a good thing. And I was using it as like a reward. You know, I was like, oh, I had a good day at work today. I'll bust a nut. like, that's what it was. So it's like, all right, now, but look, think about it though. It's fucked up because now my mind is like looking at something that's not real. Okay, think about it. I'm looking at my phone. It's not real sex, and I'm looking at another dude fucking somebody. That's weird now when you really think about it. Like, it's like, damn, like I really could be fucking. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the worst part is like you bust a nut and then you look at yourself on the black screen.
You just
That is the worst feeling.
It all comes back to your black
mirror, and you're looking at yourself, just fucking laid out like nah. It'll be no energy, just dull. You're just like fuck.
You see, we created our reality there.
Yeah, exactly. But when you hold that shit,
they created it.
Listen, look, I'll encourage you. Hold that shit for like a week and just see how you feel. When you hold that shit and really like. I'm saying like hold your nut like no I'm so like don't nut.
We got life in our balls,
like, try it.
yo.
This is the funniest podcast
Yeah,
topic ever, bro.
I don't
fucking
know if our
dying.
pod's ever gonna monetize. I can't.
No,
I don't
never
know
gonna
anymore.
monetize.
It's fine. Honestly, like if fucking, you know, I like talking to y'all.
We gotta go Spotify.
Hey, you know what's funny as fuck too? We're recording time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter edit wise and shit, but. We're at 48 minutes in.
Oh my god!
That means we started talking about this shit at like 20 minutes.
For real?
That's funny as fuck. 20 minutes in the podcast, nigga. Erectile dysfunction.
That's
porn.
the thing. I thought it's 20 minutes if you're doing like they only flag you up until the first 20 minutes.
No,
right?
I don't even care about that. I just think it's funny as fuck that we
That's the
got
topic.
we got into
That's the
erectile
fucking topic.
dysfunction porn
talking
back
about
first 20
ED.
minutes of the pod. You know what I'm saying? Usually we be getting our bag hour and a half, but
I'm just saying,
we
man,
just when you want to be legendary, man, you got to do legendary stuff, man.
bruh.
I'm glad we talked about ED.
Let me not say shit. I'm done talking.
Hey, this is good. This is good talk.
I'm glad we had the little ED conversation. I'm glad that arose, and I'm glad that you were honest. And it's a fucking safe space in here, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These walls, bro.
We'll laugh at you, but it's a safe space.
Definitely.
And it's no way anyone else can be able to have their thoughts on anything we're saying now.
Plus, it's
Yeah.
like fuck it. Like I'm telling
Except
you,
for all
what
the
happened,
viewers and
kinda
shit,
like, you know.
but
What's more embarrassing? Not be able to get it up or like not lasting long?
Nah.
I
think not
not
laughing.
being able to get it up.
Because if you at least nut, you got that part.
But what if you like you give like a good 2 minutes? Like that's kind of embarrassing.
If you nut, just keep going.
Sorry, but like,
Yeah, sorry.
y'all
Y'all niggas do it. Yeah.
Not getting
y'all
up, you
gotta
could just
pull
be
out.
like, it's not happening today. Like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. None fast. It's just like,
that's how I
Okay.
feel too. If not getting up, it's like it be like that sometimes.
yeah, it's just like,
but like nutting fast, like so you just always trash.
Yeah.
Like that's what.
I think at a
don't
certain
know.
point you kind of just know. Like, I feel like she would just know. Like, yeah, it does happen.
coming fast, y'all could just go another round or like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
That's
But
Yo, you know what's the worst feeling is like you came too fast when she was right there. I think that's one of the worst feelings. I just feel like a fucking bitch when that happens because it's like, yo, I was just trying to get
fucking you after that.
Nah.
This nigga is disrespectful.
Well, it's just like right when like she's right there and it's like, oh, she's getting close and then oh shit, I'm right there and then bam, you kind of bust. You're just like, fuck,
Bro.
I gotta eat you out. Fuck.
After you bust, oh got it. You didn't bust in it. I see.
I've seen that.
And then you lick the nut off. What? Nah.
You're disgusting. That's nasty.
That's Mr. Left Hand on Instagram.
I was like, you found that on social media somewhere. You're not
Well,
doing that.
Well, there are people like that like shit like that. They be like motherfuckers like eat pussy. They like eating pussy with twang in it. I can't eat no pussy with twang in it.
What's twang?
Like twang is like when they've walked or worked all day or danced all night and then you eat.
I
the
need it
pussy.
fresh out the gym.
Yo, son, I just went out to run. Come back and shit on my face.
Yeah,
You
no.
be mad like
This whole
when,
shit is
when
gonna
Bae
cut.
takes a shower like after the gym and it has no more tang in it. I'm like,
that shit is
nasty.
Twang.
Twang.
Fucking arms
Like,
crossed
why
and
the
shit.
fuck did you shower?
You know,
A little bit of spice.
I heard the shower room. I know what you did. Yeah, that's pretty fucking gross. I can't lie, but cool.
Some pepper. Oh no, that's not real.
Yeah, blue waffle. That's another thing we
It was a
discussed
fake
in the
picture.
last pod.
Yeah.
The blue waffle is a fugazi. That shit is not real. I didn't
Sure.
realize that.
A high schooler showed me that in band class, and that was my sex ed.
Oh, we had a sex ed.
Oh, yeah,
talk
dude,
last
the
week.
sex ed talk was
a
Hey, now we
great
really got the sex ed
I-
going now.
Dude, I
Okay,
wish they
okay.
saw the last pod so they could see this one to
Oh, the
see the
growth.
level up. We've went from teaching kids sex education to talking about ED. Fuck.
Giving
Don't
them real
forget to
life,
put your
real
thumb
life
in her
shit.
butt.
We
kids.
potted.
Yeah, do that.
Man, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, man.
Yes, definitely.
Comment down below.
if you laughed,
If you're enjoying what you
Hey,
see,
give us
man.
some of your
Fucking-
stories.
Yeah, oh yeah. Down below in the comments, tell us about your ED. No,
It's a safe space.
Hey, whose dick don't go up? We gotta know.
Don't do that.
We gotta know. We was honest
Like,
with
please
y'all.
don't do that.
Who
We
needs
honest
Blue
with
Chew?
us.
We were honest with y'all. Y'all gotta be
Oh,
honest
hey,
with
Blue
us.
Chew sponsor. Hey, definitely.
Wait,
Oh.
no free sponsorship. Great, where's the deal?
Yo.
They can sign us. No, they can't sign us. We sign
Nigga, I'll
them.
sign them.
We sign
Exactly.
them. We sign them. We sign them. But nah, I don't have ED.
Only thing we're sponsored by
You
is
said no
Litney's.
more?
If you haven't gotten yourself a Litney's, go buy yourself a Litney's, baby.
Thrash that shit.
Nah, this dude Tori was literally addicted to porn, bro. I think that's pretty fucking funny.
Bro, I think we were all addicted to porn at
I
some
mean, like,
point.
I watched a lot of porn, but like, if I didn't watch porn for a day, I was like, fuck, something feels wrong. I was like, oh, I didn't watch porn today.
all right.
All right, stop
Porn
it.
talk, are we
Break
good?
time? No, yeah, break time.
Break time.
Break.
All right, we're live.
It's pod 7. We give it.
It's
up,
pod
man.
7.
All right, back
We
to
Giving
porn.
we're
it
giving
up.
it up, man. It's pod 7.
Giving it up.
Refueled.
You know, what we didn't do on this pod, man, is we didn't give y'all the breaking news, man, because we're not a fucking news outlet, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is some news that we got to report, man. We got to do our due diligence to keep our viewers updated on what's going on. All right, Kai, take us off with the scoop of the latest controversy.
Latest controversy.
And this shit is serious. Don't think it's not serious, because it's serious. We only talk
well,
about
I forget, read
serious
this shit. Wait,
business.
All right, this is on Yahoo News. Yahoo News. The Mr. Potato Head scandal.
Well, what's the
Nigga
scandal?
dead
What do you do?
What do you do?
But the fact that they described this shit as a scandal. All right, the Mr. Potato Head scandal is the dumbest controversy of the week. All right, so pretty much there
Read
is
it
no
off, man. It's serious.
no. There's no more Mr. Potato Head. I'm trying to find
Oh.
the article. All right, hold on.
I want to know the exact details of what's
Alright.
going on. I want to know what he got himself into this time. That nigga always got a scandal out.
You got Me Too or something?
Oh,
Bruh,
God.
I'm trying to see. Okay, all the people
Mr.
on
Potato
Facebook
Head got
from-
canceled. That's fucking crazy. All right, so y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Potato Head, right? So this is what it is. So Hasbro created confusion Thursday when it announced that it would drop the Mr. from the brand's name in order to be more inclusive, and so all could feel welcome in the Potato Head world.
So now you just potato head?
For real?
I used to call a nigga in high school potato head, the homie, but nigga, I call it, that's
Yeah.
funny as fuck. But
But
so
alright,
it's just
but-
potato
And then
head now.
it also says, it also said it would sell a new playset this fall without the Mr. and Mrs. designations that will let kids create their own type of potato families, including 2 moms or 2 dads.
All right,
Yo,
how
what
do
the
y'all
fuck?
feel about this?
No, yeah,
Actually,
you
how do y'all
I
feel
kinda
about
take-
this?
Actually, I kind of like that. Like, at first I was like, what? But like, they're giving the kids the ability to create what kind of family they want. Like, let's say you're a kid who has like 2 moms. Like, I'm pretty sure that means a lot to you.
Of
know?
course.
So like, I get that. I really respect that. But I don't think you had to like drop the Mr. moniker for like in general. They should have like a different type of like playset. Like,
Oh, okay, it's the playset they're talking about. Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
kind of like, wait, making the, okay, gotcha.
so like they're not dropping like the entire Mr. Potato Head line. It's not gone, right? It's just like this has a specific playset that's just, you know, you can make
No, I think they're
yourself.
saying like he's no more Mr. Potato Head.
See,
Like,
that's
they're not-
ridiculous. Like, you
they're
don't
not
have to
gonna call
like
him Mr. Potato Head. They're
you don't have to
just
get
gonna
rid
say
of Mr. Potato Head to have gender inclusivity because you could just have a non-binary Mr. Potato.
And there's a Mrs.
Potato
Potato,
Head.
And there's
too.
the
Yeah.
Mrs. Potato Head.
Exactly.
Like,
You just
so-
make more potato heads. We don't need to get rid of the Mr. Potato Head. Like, I don't understand it, but you know, get that money.
You know what I think it is? I think that since Mr. Potato Head hasn't had any like he hasn't been in the media, and they're probably just trying to sell this product even more.
That's
So they're
facts.
like, okay, let's just drive up some controversy, and we will get our sales up. You feel me?
I think you're 100% right because I haven't talked about Mr. Potato Head in years.
No, like when was
It's
the last
just,
time we
it's,
started?
hey,
Years,
it's just
bro.
potato head now, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, stop
shit.
that
my,
Mr. shit.
My bad. I didn't mean
Come
to
on, get politically correct.
misgender you or anything, Potato Head.
Yeah, y'all see, when are y'all niggas, since y'all are so conscious, when are y'all gonna put him, his in your bio?
I'll put that
Yo.
slash nigga for sure. I'll put that.
Wait, what is that?
So basically,
Those are your pronouns.
when you identify your pronoun, Okay, but in
Oh my god.
in reality, so like, a lot of
I
people
get a
put like
fucking headache with
her
fucking
or
humans.
she.
Man. Humans are fucking crazy.
Yeah, they identify their genders. In the defense on the other side, by doing that, it is kind of acknowledging the idea that people that are trans, things like that they're able to. I mean, they can identify themselves whether they feel like a female or a male. And so I guess technically, or not technically, but the sentiment behind it is like you're being conscious of the fact that like you're identifying your specific gender, which is I guess basically saying like, oh, this is my gender. What's your gender? As opposed to just like, oh, you can assume I'm a man. I guess that's the logic behind it. I don't know if I explained that well, but I see it. So when are you gonna put him in his? So you're not doing
that.
When are you gonna do it?
Huh?
When are you gonna do
Yeah,
it?
when are you gonna do it?
Yeah. Tomorrow?
Tonight.
My IG been tweaking,
One
bro.
hour,
I can't
right?
access my bio. It's crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah, I go to
edit
I go to
profile
edit
is
profile,
really
yeah.
tough to click on?
No, well, it's just it's a server issue.
It's
at
just
the
such a
moment.
good bio,
maybe-
you know? Like, you just don't want to...
Maybe.
We don't
Yeah,
need trains.
my bio,
Or,
yeah.
or maybe he's not sure which pronouns to use.
Oh, you're going to be her, she. Her,
Or-
she,
or them.
bars.
That would still be
Hey,
another
hey, hey, hey,
pronoun.
hey, just know this is a safe space.
Yeah.
And whichever ones you decide to be
Look,
on that
my,
day.
my management won't let me update my bio, okay? I actually don't even
We'll
run my own
accept
IG, so my management they got me locked down, you know?
Yeah.
So
Oh, Rizzy Gang Management.
exactly. If I could adjust it and put him or his,
They got you
I
locked down?
absolutely would.
They won't give
They
you the
got you in
streams
the closet?
afterwards. I feel you.
But shout out to trans people. You know, we support you.
Hey, since we're on this topic, let me ask y'all a question.
I'm scared of
What?
this question.
All right, serious question. Honestly, be honest with this
Alright,
answer.
bro. Alright.
What would y'all do if you had a gay son? Answer.
Okay, this may be a weird response, but actually, cut that part out.
Nah, keep it going. Where are we gonna go with that? This may be a weird
He cut it before he even said it.
Cut that part out.
He thought about it and was like, nope.
He's like, where am I gonna go with this?
Let's just nip that in the bud real
This is not
quick.
gonna, hey, no matter which way this comes out, it's not gonna be good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I already started off wrong. Might as well just nip it
now-
down.
now
I was not. He
now
was
you
not
on the hot
prepared for
seat.
this. Straight
So-
man.
Okay, I was gonna say when
Go,
I've been
let's
asked this
hear it.
question a lot to me. See, like, okay, if this comes out as controversial, like, I'm gonna need you to cut this out the pod. But for me, it's like, if I had a son and he was gay, I just need to know, for my own psyche, is he the catcher or the receiver?
Top or bottom? Oh,
I just need to know because, like, if my son is the one, is he the one like throwing it?
Hey,
I'm just like,
hey, only one way to find
So
out. You
you'd
gotta
be
ask.
happier if he
gotta
was
ask.
the catcher.
I mean, if he was the pitcher, I mean, like, if he was the one doing his thing, I'm like, okay, but if he's
So
the one,
that was your only
So if
concern.
he was
that was your only
hyping
concern.
motherfuckers.
So like you were imagining like, is he fucking or is he getting fucked?
No, it's like-
and then you were just like, so like when I get asked this question, I'm thinking, I always think, well, if he's getting fucked, then no, like, but if he's
I'm
fucking,
like-
you're like, yeah.
I'm like, that's not what I'm into, but like, sure, but like just like the idea, like, yo, you know, like your son, like, when you're not home, he's bringing a dude home, he's getting fucked. Your son, that's just like,
You getting this shit beat up.
I was like, can you at least do the beating? But like, then again, if he's the one getting beat up, like, that's still my son. I'm still gonna love him, and I'm still gonna support his decisions. But like,
I'm so glad we got Dale on the pod.
Hell yeah.
I would just prefer it that way, bro. Cause like,
All right. What about well, your cheeks hurt?
That
really?
sounded so
Your cheeks
wrong,
hurt?
bro.
Perfect
hey,
context.
please pause that. Pause that. No. he was just like, nah.
All right. What
Oh
about
my
y'all?
God.
What about y'all? What'd you do if you had a gay son?
If I don't think there's anything for me to do, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
just love him.
Yeah, accept him for what it is, man. It's not worth losing the relationship with your kid. Like, even if you were someone that didn't see it as like, whether it's for religious reasons or whatever, you didn't see it as right. It's like, man, that's your kid. Like, you fucking made that
Your
kid.
blood,
So
yeah.
why would you lose a relationship with someone you love? So honestly, no. If my kid was gay, first of all, I know how I am, and I'm a fucking big dog. So he got a big dog in the house. I already know it's not the easiest thing to go tell your dad, hey, I'm this or I'm that.
Yeah.
So like him doing that, he's showing me the strength that he has. Like, so he just really he come over to me and he's telling me like, I got to tell you something, or however it comes out. I would have a lot of respect for the fact that, like, man, like that in itself is bravery. I got a lot of respect for anyone that comes out as gay, because you know how society is, and I think things are improving. We have like a lot of LGBTQ, and there's
community
pride and
freedom.
stuff like that.
Coming out's not easy. Like,
it's not easy. So you
your
got
parents not be fucking with it. Two people get killed for it. They get kicked out the house.
exactly.
For it.
And so that's why I'd be concerned about that stuff, because I know the pressures that people that identify as gay, trans, whatever it is, lesbian, queer is the other one.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this.
Wait, let me finish because I was
Oh,
saying
you are
some other
that-
shit. I was saying
okay.
some other shit. Yeah. See, if my son, if son or daughter doesn't matter. But if my son is gay, my guy, he is never missing free throws in the clutch. Fam, you know how strong you gotta be to be brave and show your true colors and be who you are and live your lifestyle. I'm looking at him like, nigga, you never missing a free
You a
throw.
winner.
You are not
The
cracking
game
under
too big
pressure,
for
my
you.
guy.
You came out to me, bro. Like,
Damn.
honestly, I hope my son, if I have a gay son, I honestly hope that he feels comfortable enough to come out to me, because if you're seeing this somehow like 20 years in the future or whatever, I will be 100% accepting of any of your sexual orientation.
Yeah, you know,
you're still my son.
Some of those dads that like they can't accept the son, and like it just drives, like, I bet family dinners get fucking ruined.
And that tells me you are weak, and your son who came out to you and the world is strong.
Exactly.
But how you
being
not
himself.
love your own son, bro? Like, he's not a bad person. He's just gay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, come on, bro.
Man, I don't know what, like, when
Just
I have a
sucking a
kid,
little dick or something.
even if he's
Now, see, he should be getting his dick sucked, but
okay, but this dude, but no, but
I'm only halfway PCI.
yeah, you can't be too PC. But man, even if my son is straight, I don't know how he's fucking, like, he could be a crazy ass freak. I don't fucking know what he
You
doing.
be
in
getting
the sheets.
pegged, bro. Low key, gay son or son likes getting pegged.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Give me
'cause
the gay son. Give me the gay son.
But no, honestly, but like my viewpoint is really like it's more important, like, what kind of person are you? Like, what are you raising your kid to be in terms of, like, but see, so here's one thing I kind of do, the idea kind of tinkers, because my mindset is, if my son were to come out as gay, like, at the same time he still has a mom. He still, if you have sister, you have, and my mindset would be like, no matter what, I'm still going to teach you the things in terms of, like, you always look out for him. When you need to be you still need to be the man in terms of you defend your mom, you look out for your mom, you take care of her, you defend your sisters, you defend your little siblings, you're going to defend yourself, period. If someone's ever trying to press you, you're never going to let nobody bully you. But at the same time, you also know your restraint, because at the same time, not any little thing is just you're gonna fucking erupt and fuck things over for yourself. So learning restraint, I mean, same thing you have to teach a black kid, learning restraint, especially in earlier eras when you getting called the N-word, just going to a segregated school. Like, there's certain things that you'd want to teach, just in terms of, don't let nobody ever walk over you, don't let nobody bully you. And then
No, for
Yeah.
No,
So beautifully put,
like
man.
that?
I'm so excited for your son
no.
to be gay.
Okay, sorry.
I'm like-
No, this is the toss-up. That's what I was thinking. So imagine with that same mindset of what I was saying in terms of how I feel like I would still want to teach him, like, look, if you, whatever your sexual preferences, that's on you, but I'm still going to, I'm not going to push, like, you got to be manlier, because at the same time, some guys are just more naturally feminine.
Yeah.
So if your son was more just a super feminine guy, well, he's gay, but it's not true that all gay people are feminine.
Yeah.
But some people kind of are. So maybe he, like, fucking shakes his ass when he walks or something like that. You feel me? But he doing this shit. Why you got that face, Mel?
He's
zoned out.
He's zoned out.
But no, I was playing is what I was saying. But yeah. So would you still try to instill those same things? Say he's more feminine things. Would you still try to instill in terms of, like, I'm gonna teach you how to, I don't know if in today's culture you could say be a man, but in terms of, like, just the values of looking out for people and
It's like
looking
the
out for the
principles.
family.
I'm a true believer. Like, you teach in teachable moments, but other than that, your child should learn by how you act and how you are on a daily basis, and should see how you operate in the world and see your mindset. And that's the best way to do it. You know, because if it's like I'm teaching you something, it's different versus, like, you're seeking the knowledge. Because when you want the knowledge and you're like, okay, I tried it my way and I fucked up, and I know you knew the answer, but I wanted to, you know, instead of you trying to tell me something, it just comes off differently.
But
you know,
like,
because it's like, but if it's a teachable moment, you teach.
Oh, okay,
You
I
know
see
what I'm
what you're
saying? But other than that, it's like, let it be a thing where, you know, they come to you and seek out the knowledge. But other than that, they're seeing how you move, and by
I think
seeing
that
how
makes a
you
lot of
move,
sense for a lot of things.
they'll be straight. Like, if you're moving bad, they're gonna move bad because they're looking at you. So what the fuck? You looking at them like you supposed to do something? Like, no, like, what are you fucking doing? You're the adult. You're bringing me into this world. Like,
Yeah, and I feel
not
like
the other way around. Like, I'm not raising you. Like,
and I feel like it's especially true. Like what you say makes so much sense, especially in like coming up and the person you become. I feel like people don't notice how much of their parents like they take stuff from that didn't actually have to be said. But then I think there's instances like when it comes to like I'm gonna tell my kid, because my mom told me this. It's funny. My dad wasn't the one who told me. My mom told me, it was like, if someone ever hits you, you hit them back.
Your mom
Someone-
said that? The nicest
That's
like
what's
woman
up.
ever said that?
that's what's up.
You think she nice as well? She's not playing with
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
shit.
that's what's up.
But that's what she was telling me. That always stuck with me. Like, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
green light. Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Or not
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them at least. My dad is different because obviously, if you didn't know, I'm mixed.
Yeah.
My dad was actually the one. He didn't specifically like her telling us that because he got like 3 black kids growing up. Like his mindset was like he knew what he did, and he was in school because he went to a school where he dealt with a lot of racism when he was growing up, and like he was playing like tennis. It sounds funny, I don't know why. And then him and someone got into it, and he basically called him a nigger. My dad called him. No, I'm just playing. He called my dad, and then he fired on him, and then like it was just a whole big thing. You get taken to the council, and they just made it all on him, like this kid, because they didn't give a fuck about the racism and shit like that. But so I feel like as dads, you do have a different perspective sometimes. Your mindset is more like, especially knowing the challenges. That's why I was saying sometimes I'd also want to teach my kid restraint, because at the same time, if you're trying to make it big, if you like 30 and you have a career and someone says something you don't like, you're not always in a position where you just want to fire on them. High school, a different situation, but you might fuck up a lot of things. You fire on your boss because you don't like a certain thing he said, and obviously he's not saying no slurs to you, I assume. But
Right.
That's how you end up like the baby, bro. He be slapping somebody like every other month. That dude got anger problems.
Oh, that's just distractions.
Yeah, but
They do that at a nice time. You know, they'll let it calm down, no news, and then it's bullshit. And then it'll calm down, no news, and then bullshit. And then people just eat the bullshit, and then we like it. We
Like,
just
we need a
yum,
distraction.
nom,
The
nom,
baby
give me
slapped
more-
somebody.
Give me more bullshit. Like, oh, what happened? The baby slaps. Oh, okay. Meek Mill said what? Oh, okay. What did it? Like, oh, okay. Like,
But like
the bullshit.
touching back to what Travis said though, I understand that what your dad was coming from, because my dad's always taught me, it was like, Dale, you can't be the angry black man in public. Like, don't get yourself in that situation. Like, it never ends well and stuff like that. So he always taught me to like never overreact, never get violent or physical. I used to get like in trouble for fighting a lot in school, and he'd always get mad at me.
tough guy.
Yeah, I got spent a couple times, you know. You know. But then like my parents were like, no, don't do that. Like, no matter what they say to you or what they did to you, don't fight back, because they don't want me to be that kid. Like, especially growing up a dark skinned kid growing up, like if I wild out, it's gonna look extra bad, and like they don't want me to go through all that. So I understand where your dad was coming from, because it's just harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a.
I'm rocking with my mom's route though. No cap.
Your mom was definitely right.
You ain't bullying me. I was about to say,
your mom was
hey,
right for
you said-
sure.
You said dark skin. I was thinking you gonna be a dark skin lumped up kid. And you keep letting niggas
No,
know.
I still fought though.
Yeah, you
I told
come-
my
you
parents
gotta
I'm not
defend
body
yourself.
punk me. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, I had something else. I was gonna ask another question about the gay shit, but we really zoomed past that. But yeah, what's up? Oh, maybe I can ask this. This is gonna be completely switch, but fellas,
Go.
what advice would you give your ex right now? What is
Go
some shit?
Yourself. No, I'm just playing.
Are y'all with me?
Good take. Good take. Nah. What
Like-
advice would you give your ex, bro?
Well, especially because like we're in a way better
And
place
ex,
now.
and ex. And
Well,
ex. Whatever X is in your head.
Look at it like this, because you're in a way better place now from where you were when you were with your ex.
Not necessarily. Your shit
Some
could
of
have
them.
gone boom.
Facts.
Hey, you could be one of them niggas down, boom, and then all you're doing is just posting on
Straight
IG
beat
like,
on.
yo, money players only. I'm on my money shit. Bro, you could be telling niggas heads is fucked up because.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your advice to her, man?
You're
Advice?
completely mature now.
The advice I would give to my ex.
Come back.
To
You could
me.
be happy
Hold
with
on,
me.
that reminds me. Let me send a text later
Fuck
tonight.
that
But
nigga.
Yeah, that's your favorite shit.
Found.
I don't know, bro.
You
It's
cried to
like,
that song when it came out.
advice to my ex, like, be happy, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. Do what you ever want to do.
I just probably find a quote on IG.
He's not over it. It's okay. It's okay. He's
This
not
is
over
like,
it. He's not over
Do whatever
it.
you want to do. If
advice
that's
I
what
get to
makes
my
you
ex,
happy.
leave that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
We should be together.
Hey, yo, this is off camera, man. Just say what-
Leave that nigga now.
Nah, man. Hey, my advice to everyone is just be happy, continue to grow.
Yeah, man.
That's the
Yeah,
main
for sure.
thing.
The same advice you would give
And
yourself.
don't post on IG.
No,
to
but one thing I
express
do hate
your
though.
sadness.
Sorry to cut you off. Like, I just hate when people like. It's understandable to have beef with your ex, but after a certain point, like, just drop the beef. Like, y'all haven't talked in years, and you're still beefing whenever you see each other. Like, after a while, you have to be grown ups and just get over that stuff.
Right, you never know, man. Some people hold positionalities and they feel like that's just, and then you're mixing up like sex with being next to somebody like in a relationship. That kind of like complicates things. So people do crazy things for love, or they learn in like toxic ways of loving. You know what I mean? So like just say from seeing, so they don't. It's natural to them, or they actually seek it out, like the hurt or whatever, or the pain, just because.
But could you still like be hating your ex like years down the road?
I'm just not a hateful person. Like that's just not really something that.
Really, you gotta grow.
If I hold on to hate, then definitely I'm not fucking growing.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
because
what I meant
that
to
shit
clear.
is just like spinning inside of you. You know, it's like it's just constantly on your mind. You do not want to
And-
do that.
Yeah,
So
man.
let's say-
Ooh, well,
let's say
well,
you-
but picking up what you
Okay.
said though, like, because I feel you on, like, especially okay, I could understand being a lot of resentment if say you got cheated on because it's like a specific betrayal. But even stuff like that, I do think like
still
you're
gotta figure
hurting
it out.
yourself if you're not
Yeah.
getting forgiveness. But I feel like after a relationship's done, like especially down the road, like there is so much to process and analyze and learn from why it didn't work out. Indicators right off the rip, like oh, looking back, this shit was.
You
never
saw
gonna work.
all the red flags.
Yeah, it's like
Ignore them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
especially when
alright.
you're young, because you don't know what you, especially like
Yeah.
like young niggas, because you don't know exactly what you even looking for. You don't really have principles that you look for in a relationship or what needs to be your certain. So like you end up falling in love with shit that you hate in a person. Like they can literally be like the most big Debbie Downer, but you just find a way to love it. You're like, oh, that's just how she is. But it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're not really able to sort. So I feel like when you come from a relationship, you should be able to take things from that. And then once you've taken things from that and understood why y'all didn't work out, what is there to really be mad about? Like this was never going to work. You could be mad about, oh, I didn't like the way he treated me, but it's like, I mean, he probably wanted the relationship to work too. That's probably his personality, or y'all couldn't work through stuff. Y'all couldn't communicate properly. Like there's enough stuff to analyze. Like
Sometimes people just not compatible, you know.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why it's like if you still mad like years down the line, it's just like, I don't know, shit gotta keep moving.
And people just fall in love with like the idea of the person.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the worst thing you could possibly do because you know love is about like, or I don't know what love is truly about, but
I'll tell
you
you what
know
it's about.
that idea is like, nah. I honestly don't think I was in like love because I didn't have like
You're in
crazy
love
long
now.
relationship. I don't think I'm in love right now at all.
We'll edit that.
But
hopefully she don't see this podcast.
But what's it called? Yeah, being in love with the idea of the person rather than the person that they are, because you have to pick and choose what you're gonna be able to deal with, you know, because you don't want to like, oh man, this motherfucker is always late, and if you're a punctual person, that could bother you,
That used to drive me crazy. No.
or if the person is extremely dirty, you know, you and if you're a dirty person, it's like, okay, I can learn to love that because I got some flaws too, blah, blah, blah. But another person who's a clean freak is like, yo, I definitely cannot fall in love with you. Maybe we're just fucking. What'd you leave off on? You said that, getting to know the person. No.
Yeah, it's like not everything. Yeah, basically
Yeah.
that shit.
All right. You know, I'm
Probably
coming
just
in
cut
with
it.
the questionnaires, man. I'm coming in with the questionnaires.
Coming in hot.
All right. What will a woman have to do for her to take half in the divorce? Answer this,
File
Tori.
for divorce.
You
For
not getting a
her-
prenup?
To get half, she has to get married.
Nah. Like,
And then file for divorce. She'll get half.
before marrying her, it's like, is there gonna be a prenup? Is there not gonna be a prenup? Like, what would she have to do? Like, what kind of person? What would be the what's it called? The
Oh, for
obstacles
you to,
that
basically for you to not sign a prenup.
She should have her own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Yeah, if she has her own money, then like for sure. But like, let's say I'm rich and she has like no money. She's just like one of those people who is attractive for a living, right? And like she just gets by off her looks and stuff like that. And you don't want, it's like, I don't want a prenup. I'm like, well, obviously you don't want a fucking prenup because you don't have no fucking money. But like, like I'm not gonna do that. Like that's just stupid, you know. But like, if you have your own money, then okay, I don't need a prenup because I know our relationship is not tied to our money.
Hey, do y'all want to get married?
this.
Do y'all want to get married?
It depends on the day you ask me.
Maybe.
It depends on the day you ask me.
I actually don't know because I don't know. Fuck,
Are you going?
that's a tough one.
You think you could go through life? Or no, I don't want to say that. You don't like picture. At some point being like married and
It's
having
just
kids and
w-
shit, or y'all just gonna like knock someone up?
It's just weird because like
Do you have to get married though?
No, you could.
Like,
just knock someone.
like
You
what's
have a
wrong with
baby
doing what
mama.
we're doing? Like we having a good time, right?
Like, I
we don't
want-
gotta get married.
I want that nuclear family. You know, I want my kids. I want the woman I love. But at the same time, I still have this weird feeling that things just don't last.
Yeah,
Even if you build it up, because like you could see it in the divorce rates. You know, I don't think human beings were meant to just be with one person for the rest of their lives. It's really, but I'm definitely gonna practice my monogamy. I definitely want that because that's what we're programmed to want. You know, but it's like also not having someone there like near your deathbed and shit like that. That fucking sucks.
You need companionship, you know.
Yeah, but hold on. Going back to that other scenario, have the scenario like this: for her to take half, it would be what if this is like the girl that you guys are both broke, you guys are young and full of ambition, and you get with this girl, and you guys don't have money, but you're working on your shit. Right. And on the days that you're having like shitty days, she's right by your side. Yeah. And the days that you're coming home tired, she's massaging you, maybe cooking you up some food and stuff like that. Right. So is that a willing time to give her half in the divorce, or would you still say no?
Oh yeah, she was there from day one.
But you're saying when you're saying giving her half in the divorce, I'm saying because a divorce, a woman usually get half or a specific allowance. But in terms of when you say give her half, are you basically saying just don't sign a prenup? Or
don't sign the prenup.
So what would it take for you to not sign a prenup is the question.
Yeah, that's a better, definitely.
She definitely needs her own money, or she needs to be there from like the day one, you know? Like, if somebody was there at your lowest moment, you know, like that's some real shit. Because like, when you're at your highest moment, everybody's gonna be hopping on the ride.
Bro, but even in that like sense, even if y'all both are on your shit, like, why does it make sense to not have a prenup?
I don't know. I think that conversation is just so.
It's an ugly conversation unless y'all can communicate and be like, yeah, honestly, this is not the greatest business decision. Like, nigga, I know you got your financials. Yeah. This is not the greatest decision. Let's merge everything. Imagine
men only get fucked in a marriage. You understand that?
I got this. See, you sign a marriage contract, right?
Yeah.
Marriage license. You sign a marriage license, right?
Yeah.
It's basically a contract. Imagine you signing a contract to partner with another like company, and they're like, oh, okay, got it. They're like, all the revenue that your company has made these last few years, we're gonna split all that shit in half and get half of what y'all have made if this doesn't work out. Who would sign that business contract? Like, wait,
Dave
y'all
Chappelle?
are gonna take half of my? No, he wouldn't sign that shit. It was just like, you gonna take? I don't know. I feel like it always makes sense to have one, but I also think what is fair would be like if you had a prenup, but say if the guy was the one that made much more, if it was a very significant amount, like it ain't, if you was fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, it's like, nah, y'all both got your shit. But say the guy is making the more significant amount. I think what's fair is like if y'all truly have love and you know that like no matter what, even if y'all don't work out, you want her to be good, agree on an amount. If we get divorced, this will be the amount that you get. It's not going to be a fucking. It's different when there's children involved, but it's like if we get divorced, this will be your share so that you can go and do whatever you'd like to do, but you're not asked out or you're not in a position where you have to do shit that you shouldn't have to. It's just you get that and you're set.
Yeah. Bang. All right.
Yo, so I don't know if I could have, like, I don't think I could sign a prenup that just has you take half, because that's really tough for me.
Well, there's no they take half when there is no prenup.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like for sure. I definitely have to sign a prenup, and it's not because I don't love you. It's just like I'm not gonna get fucked on that deal. You know, it's like it's not decreasing my love for you. It's just me kind of playing chess.
Then what's the point?
Of what?
I'm saying, like, if it's such a deal and it's like such a hassle and the divorce rates are high and you're already going into it like
other men's
asking
stories
for a prenup. Okay, so you're already having failure in mind with a marriage. So you're already thinking you don't have the right one because if it doesn't work out, then I have this backup contract. I mean, it is realistic, but it's like, but then why at that point get married? Like, is it really for love? Like, I really love you that much, but I'm already thinking about like how I'm gonna lose financially. So
nah, because this is just in case. This isn't like
that's not real love.
This is separated from love. This is my own earnings.
Yeah,
it's different. It's separated from love.
Don't be together.
So you're just gonna go into a marriage without a prenup.
So for all the
you're
people
okay
that
because you love
that got fucked over, lost half of their shit. They're like, yeah, but it was true love.
They don't even get their kids. The woman
not
just
making any
keeps your
case- I'm not
kids.
making any
Like,
cases about that. I'm just saying from a thinking standpoint, like if you're already said, I'm saying just from our conversation, right? Saying like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in there with the idea of getting a prenup or wanting a prenup, right? So my thing is like, okay, if you really take the time to sit down and like analyze the woman that you're about to marry, but then you're like, hold on, I really don't know if this is gonna work, even though it is a safety, like that, even that hesitation is like, don't be together.
I don't
think
that's
I'm just saying,
hesitation.
that's just me.
That's how
it's-
you looking at
yeah.
it.
it's setting the precedent. While if this is someone that you love, like if you love me, this is my flaw. If this is a flaw in your eyes, if this is a flaw, just like how we were talking about love, you know, you gotta love the things and deal with the things that you will learn to love. You know,
I think Keeb's a prime example because you're not even talking about a specific person that you're with, that you're trying to marry. You're already saying ahead of time, so it's not even about the person that you're marrying.
That's
it's just
my
like, this was
ideology.
already my logic because it just financially you work to earn, and the mindset is like, okay, if all I have to do is sign this and we can have an agreement and we know everything is going to be like, even if we don't work out, we know that we don't have to sit there and have lawyers get involved. None of that. We have this worked out ahead of time. We know what the deal is. And it's like, to me, that makes sense. But at the same time, I don't think I'm interested in like my personal personality.
Yeah.
I am not that attracted to the girl who's like, no, why do you need a prenup? You don't love me?
yeah.
I'm
for
like,
sure.
hey, the way my brain works, if I have to explain,
You
why
sound
we
like
need
you
a
trapping
prenup,
me.
Well, not like, just like if that's the question being asked, like, why you don't love me? Be like, damn,
Like those
you're not a
emotion
hustler,
over
huh?
logic.
Like
Yeah.
you don't be grinding, huh? Like you just
Like you get
Like,
no
think
money.
about
That's why
that.
you think that way.
Think about that. Some women can like go through life, live their life, and then end up with somebody who has bread and they are set.
and the
being
opposite
taken
can
care
happen
of.
too.
Sounds like you're jealous.
It's like their dog. Nah.
Sounds like you're jealous, bro.
Freaking freeloaders? Nah, I'm just playing. Nah. But if there's love involved, of course. That's like I'm marrying you because I love you. That ring means I fucking love you. I'm dedicating my life to you. You know? Or dedicating my romantic life to you.
See,
There's
like-
nobody else. When I have ED, you're gonna be next to me.
Hey,
And at the
also
same
though-
time,
sorry, go ahead.
at the same time, if you want a prenup and your fiance is not with it, that's just a red flag right there. Like,
Perfect.
if you really loved me, that wouldn't be a problem for you.
That's gonna happen at 35 and be like, fuck,
I do,
damn.
but I feel like what is fair though is like to have a specific like because to have the prenup where it's literally like nothing. I get it if both people are financially stable and it's literally like, oh, let's just not worry about it. We can take our accounts back, you take your account back. But I feel like whichever, like even if it was the other way around, the guy isn't making that much, the woman is super successful. It's like that is kind of fucked for the guy to know, like, if this doesn't work out, I'm assed out. Like, she about to kick me out the crib. I make way less than her. My whole living is different. But because it's like, I don't know, it's the investment you're putting into a relationship. I feel like it is fair that both people should be all right. Because I feel like when stuff doesn't work out, it shouldn't be that you want the other person to crumble.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to like have my girl with no fucking money. I'm not trying to have her with $0.
And I don't want her to stay with me because of that reason. Like, oh, if I
Exactly.
leave this nigga, I'm going to have no bread. I better stay with him. I don't want that.
Exactly. And that's one of the, like, especially like if you have to take care of the kids and because you just went through the pregnancy, so you're not working, of course you're going to have money. I'm going to give you money. That's like the main thing. It's like it's on you how you spend the money. Yeah. You know, if you're going to keep buying purses and bullshit, that's on you. You know, I'm not telling you to buy these things.
I feel that.
It's your choice.
I also feel like at least I would know if we had a prenup put in place and she already knew this is the amount you'll get if you leave. Like, it's not like she's sitting there, or I wouldn't want to be the guy that's like, oh, I really don't want this divorce. She's gonna take everything I have. Like, yeah. I'd rather my only focus be on the relationship and how things are going and what's making both of us happy. Not worried about our financials. Like, every time we get it, I mean, you're married. It's gonna be times where you get into a big ass blow up argument. I don't want to be in the car. You know, you get in them angry car rides sitting there like, she gonna take everything I have, man. Like, she gonna nah. I'd rather just be like, nah. If we still together, it's because we want to still be together. No other external factors.
Well, kids.
Man, don't worry about. Nah, I'm
Kids
Kids
just add shit to your marriage. Like, that's like, I don't even know how to explain that. What would be like?
I mean, they're kids.
What we got next, man? What's the deal?
Y'all heard about Nikola Tesla?
About him?
Yeah. And how FBI files of Nikola Tesla has been released that he is an alien from Venus.
Sounds
Crazy, right?
Come
so
again?
these files, they're coming. So FBI recently released these files. I looked at them. It's like 64 pages. So obviously I didn't read them. But there was something that did stand out to me, which said, there was a paragraph in it that said, oh, okay. If y'all don't know who Nikola Tesla is, he is like the creator, or like he invented AC machines, like radio technology, which like gives us our phones, our like missiles, computers, any of those things. Also like neon lights. He started remote automation systems. He did a lot of crazy shit. He used to make inventions, like 20 inventions a year that the human race has never can even like think of, you know? So this is what they wrote in the paragraph. There's one paragraph that says that the space people, in quotation marks, visited the Tesla engineers many times and informed us that Tesla was from Venus, brought to this planet as a baby, and was left with Mr. and Mrs. Tesla in a remote mountain province in 1856 in what is now known as Yugoslavia. So this raises a lot of questions, like, about how the FBI were already talking to extraterrestrials. And why would the extraterrestrials tell the FBI about Tesla being a alien from Venus? You know what I mean? And what else? Dude, he's done so much. Like, without Tesla's advancements, the human race would significantly be reduced. The technological advancements would have been reduced by like so many years. And I just think I think it's crazy that if that is true, the technology on Earth, then we're using it from fucking Venus.
Well, I don't know about that.
What would the aliens be doing? No, I'm saying if it's true, if this is all true and shit, what, like, have we been using like Venusian technology?
Are you talking about those fucking Gaia videos and shit?
Well, that's what they be saying, you know, like
Look, all that shit is a distraction. The real power, I'm gonna say it again.
Bill Gates
saying for the millionth time, is inside of you. Like, the kingdom is within.
What do you fucking
all the mythologies that, like, all the stories, like, fucking, okay,
Jehovah's Witness ass over here.
No,
Kingdom is within.
I'm not even talking about religion.
I'm playing.
I am not even talking about religion, because religion is
Jehovah?
just,
What were you talking about though? You said he was talking about Tesla,
right?
The projects, and you said
the FBI, if it's true or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you remember,
but I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
the energy. So what Nikola Tesla was talking about a lot of the times was free energy. So the FBI, like, when they, whatever, it's all either when they killed him, they took all his files and shit.
They did,
and like hid that shit. But what he was talking about would pretty much end electricity because you wouldn't need it anymore.
Go back to, like, okay, could I just say something about when they did, or when Tesla passed away?
Yeah.
His brother tried going in. They tried getting his stuff, but by the time his brother came to wherever his dead body was, they already took his body. They took his black notebook, which had like a lot of things that like he marked government in a lot of things in that black notebook. There was a lot of his research that was just taken. And I thought these would be his family's rights, but since he was like a crazy inventor and, you know, he's changing the world, it's a little different. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they pretty much just silenced him because it was going to be an end to the whole money shit, you know. But Tesla was a genius. But the reason he was a genius.
Oh, but Bill Gates isn't. Oh my god.
No, Bill Gates isn't. Even though, okay, Tesla probably was a Mason, but like whatever his idea or symbolically whatever he represents, he was a genius. And what he talked about was, and what they all, well, like the older people preach, is just pretty much the discernment of mind and the power of the mind. Like, back in those days, you really didn't have as many distractions as you had now. So if you were just, you know, naturally inclined to be smart or something, like, you really gravitated towards what you learned, which was the plants, because you don't have a phone in front of you. You're learning about plants. You're learning about nature. You're learning about how the world moves. Like, you don't really have video games, so you're learning math. Like, they were way smarter. Like, the Greeks, they had like Greek schools, Pythagoras teaching like geometry and shit like
Pythagoras.
Like, even if you go back to ancient Egypt, like these ancient Aztecs, like all over the world, these ancient Chinese, like all over the world, you have this language of like math and understanding like numbers and shit. But
Well, hold on.
I'm
Look,
finna get
you
lost.
know
I
how
got to
you
go to
how you
numbers,
said
but-
that this is a distraction,
Yeah.
but you know how you also say that they put it right in front of you. People just
Yeah.
don't receive it. This is something that nobody talks about. This is the motherfucking FBI files. Nobody is talking about that. This is like release classified information that they're releasing slowly. This is some shit from 1856 or no, maybe like 1900s. But
if you look on the top news, we're talking about fucking Mr.
exactly.
Potato Head.
So
Like,
when you already kind of like disregard this and you go into the other side of the spectrum, I was just like, that doesn't make any sense because you kind of contradicted yourself.
Okay.
You know, you feel me?
Get on him. Get on him.
All right. So okay.
On your head. But
So,
wait.
what you got to say now?
But why do you hate Bill Gates though?
No.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm trying to.
Ask the question.
uncondict
Ask the question.
What do you think?
Yeah, why do you hate Bill Gates? But anyways, why do you think the FBI released these
let
these
these niggas finish their shit.
No,
Not, you can add on to it. You can add on to it. You thinking of your shit too?
Yeah, but
Like,
like,
let y'all
You
go
said what?
ISO,
What do I
man.
think?
Y'all had a good little back and forth going, man. I literally told this nigga,
I was gonna
let them go
uncondict
ISO
myself,
mode.
Yeah. But sorry, what happened?
I know, but like, I felt like that was coming to an end. Why do you think the FBI released these files in the first place? Distraction?
I think the release is a distraction. I think anything that comes out, literally anything that comes out on the media, like 9.9 times out of 10 is literally a distraction.
Well, what about awareness?
Yeah, repeat what you asked because he didn't get to answer what you had asked him. Or that's why I wanted to hear the answer to that.
Oh, the
He was thinking of it.
contradiction.
Yeah,
The contradiction.
That's why I was
it's like
okay.
contradicting yourself in the sense of you're saying that they put stuff in front of you, but we don't listen to it, or we don't seek to listen to it. But when you're saying that this is a distraction, they're putting it right in front of our face, but people are not gravitating towards it. People are not trying to listen about that.
It's a distraction because I'm categorizing it by by reality. Let's just say that, right? So what is real and what actually matters to humans, or this experience that we are partaking in, of like us looking at each other and us being aware of that, like versus being a frog, like the universe, our body, like us, I'm saying like that is reality versus the FBI, which is a government system, which is really not real. If you read like a lot of Plato and like all those old philosophers and shit like that, the Republic, they're just talking about really people who are in control make the rules. Like, oh, we have slaves, so they had questions about ethics all day about should we have slaves or not, or how do we look at the people? Like, people that are in government look at the average person as they are just fuel. Like, the average person is fuel. You know, like that's really how they talk. That's really how they move. Like, you can see that. That doesn't take any conspiracy. You can see how they fucking move about it. Like, so it's a distraction because you need to figure out how to not be food. Like, stop feeding the people that are for what reason. And it's like when you start learning about like, and it's a lot of information that's coming out now, and people are on the right path. It's just like really learn about the power of like consciousness and the power of mind. Like, and how it relates to you. And I don't know, man, you just start unlocking keys. Like, really, that's really what you focus on. Like, even if you don't believe in reincarnation or whatever, if there was a story where it's like, all right, what if there is something I'm supposed to figure out in life, but if I don't figure it out, I gotta come back to this shit. And if that is a possibility, why would I come back here? Like, what would bring me back here? Okay, so if I do have the possibility to leave, what do I need to do right? Like, what is or however right means? Like, I gotta figure that out for myself, you know? Like, I gotta really focus on where I'm putting my energy at. Like, I can't be looking at what the fuck is on Instagram on the front page because somebody said some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's relationship problems. Like, I can't focus on that shit. I got real shit to focus on, like real reality problems. Like, not even problems, but just things that have to get done because I said they have to get done. And it's allowing like spirit, and it's gonna get spiritual at some point, but spirit allows you to do it. Like, I told him the other day I died. Like, I literally couldn't breathe. And I died like on the ground.
Shit.
Like, had a conversation with my
COVID
cousin.
shit, man.
No, I had a conversation with my
real
cousin.
shit, real
like,
shit though.
Real shit. Had a conversation with my cousin. Like, and I remember. So we ended up talking about it because I don't have a tooth. So she was like, "Oh, you don't have a tooth?" I was like, "Yeah, I got into a fight and I won." So I just told her that, right? And so she started laughing, and so she was like, "Oh yeah, your daddy had something like that." And I'm like, "Okay." And we started talking about my dad, like, and she was telling me real shit, like, I'll just, you know, like,
You should say one of the bars. That was a good
man,
one.
it was a really great conversation, but pretty much like I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about that. But at the end of it, she was just like, "Don't forget what I said," and I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm not crying, nothing's like crazy. I walk into my house and I kind of start like welling up at the tears like on my eyes a little bit, but I'm like, and that's kind of like I start vibrating a little bit, and I'm like, okay, nope, like I'm not gonna cry, like it's cool. Like, I don't know where that came from. I feel it, but I'm letting it go. Like I can let it go fast, right? Cool. Take a couple steps, bro. I get to the dining room table, and at this point, it's like the wind gets taken out of me. Like I cannot breathe at this point. I fall to my knees, and I'm just crying. Like don't know what happened. Like I'm gone. Right, I'm sitting on the ground now in like a fetal position, and my whole body is just shaking. Like I'm just sitting there shaking. I close my eyes, like it's just rattling. Like I call it tinnitus, but it's not tinnitus. It's just like a high vibration in the head. Next thing I know, pop, turn over. I just fell over like that, like arms just dead like that, eyes just glued to the roof, and I literally fell out on the ground as if like I was dead. I didn't breathe for like 20 seconds.
You think that was like a panic attack or something?
No, it wasn't a panic attack. Didn't breathe for like 20 seconds. Finally start thinking like, okay, it wasn't even like, okay, let me try to breathe. It was, okay, breathe now. It's like something else told me, I will allow you to breathe. Like you've seen what you need to see on the screen of space. Like you felt internally what it was. You know what the fuck you experienced. Like now you can breathe again. So I'm breathing again. Okay, cool. I'm still on the ground, laid the fuck out. I'm like, okay, let me move my mouth. Now I'm thinking like, okay, I hear my mom, I hear them upstairs. Let me get up before like they really get fucking weirded out. Cause like I'm in the space where I'm like, okay, I'm here. Like I'm in the forever infinite space of silence, and now like this is cool. But I know I look crazy as fuck right now. Like I'm literally laid the fuck out on the ground. So I'm like, okay, let me start coming back. Start kind of getting my legs back. My mouth was numb as fuck. Got up and was like, okay, yeah, that was crazy as fuck, and was allowed to breathe. But I was like, I want to stay here a little bit, and it was like, no, get up. It was like, no, because at first I was like, all right, I'm here, cool, and I was like, all right, now to get up, and then I was like, no, actually I kind of want to stay. It's like, nope, get up. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll get up.
Man.
And then that was that.
So Nikolai Tesla, huh?
Yeah.
No. I'm fucking with you. I'm
Tesla.
fucking-
Yeah, man.
No, that was a lot. You definitely gave
it was
us
a great conversation, but it was dedicated, like it was predicated on like our conversation because of the love, you know, like the love that I felt from her message, you know what I'm saying, that she was giving to me. And we talk about it all the time, like it's not what you say, but it's like it's how you say it, you know. And especially the time that we had that conversation, because this is, you know, auntie just passed away, that's her mom, you know what I'm saying, like, so we're having this conversation and it gets to my dad. I'm not like, I'm gonna be like, you know, but it got real deep and you feel it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are like real feelings. And
well, you know how you want people to become more conscious. You know, the mass, it's a little tough to get the mass to like consciousness because there's all these distractions, as you say. So I don't know, sometimes like people can't grasp that full understanding of consciousness because like you have to make the first step. You know, you have to start doing the things that'll get you there. But it's like it's like starting anything. There's always an agitation phase. And when you can't get past that agitation phase, that's when you can't like achieve your goals or do the things that you want to. Because like for example, I bet one of the first steps everybody tries is meditation. Meditation takes some time, you know. It's not like easy to do and feel like energy and stuff like that. Shit, sometimes I'll be meditating, I'm like, bro, is this even energy or is this my fucking leg twitching? You know, I don't even get the difference. It's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to think of shit, but I don't know. Dude, I don't think this is a good distraction in my opinion. Because it's 10-10, baby, 10-10.
Yeah, I think this is kind of because this is probably the stuff that they put out other distractions for you to not see.
Exactly.
Like that one it's more information.
They would rather put Jeffree Star eating Kanye West booty than this. You know, that's some shit. Because look, Nikolai Tesla, you know how we used to watch sci-fi movies and shit? And they used to have this gigantic like machine that was like producing electricity and shit. Mm-hmm. That's what he was doing like in the 1900s.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. It's like all these ideas, they were real. You know, a lot of the things that you'll see in movies, maybe not the superhero shit, like flying and shit. There's a lot of things that are real. That's how they do tell us the truth in a way. Yeah. You feel me? Cause
you could really do that shit. Like you could really.
Matt Groening did that. He was a time traveler.
What?
Guy who wrote The Simpsons.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, they do say that about him. You know, Nikola Tesla said that we would have smartphones in 1923, and he would say once we perfect radio technology, we would be able to connect with anybody anywhere on the earth, no matter how far. We could see them, we could talk to them, and he was saying this shit in 1923. That's fucking crazy. That seems alien-like. I don't believe that he's the alien from Venus, but they're releasing some files like that got me thinking.
Bro, but you can do that shit in real life. Like, you can really do that shit. Like,
do what?
Be a genius?
No, like
that could create all these amazing things that the humankind will.
Like Bill Gates?
Like, you can put your consciousness in a different space. Like, there's other spaces to go with your consciousness. Like, when you have a dream, are you conscious?
What you're saying as it relates to
But I'm saying,
Nikola Tesla?
I'm saying, like, the powers or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, the powers of you can do this or, like, I'm saying, because that's still lost in the sauce. Because it comes from the government, that's not reality from at a certain level when you look at it, like, really closely. It's not reality.
It's
right?
not supposed to be reality. It's how you perceive it. It's how you take this information, what you do with it. Right?
You're right.
Nah, I feel like you had something else to say. Go ahead, my fault. I cut you off.
I've never seen a nigga make a good point, then the nigga's like, yeah, you're right. And he's like, nah, but what else did you have to say? I was looking thinking like, man, I never said nothing where Tori just said.
Because I feel like he's talking about something different.
Yes.
Compared to the conversation that I was having.
Yes.
You know, I think that's the thing.
Yes.
Because, you know, you're talking about these powers that people can unlock. Before you even unlock the power, sometimes you got to do the work.
Right.
That's the thing. I feel like... I don't know. Now we'll just keep going in circles.
See, but the power is like the real powers. The real powers is the transmutation of your own energy in your own body. Like that's the power. But they like not all the power that you're really gonna fly, but you can fly in your dreams if you really have good control of your consciousness, of your subconscious, and what you're doing in that space. You can really do that shit. People control their dreams. Like there are astral realms. Like there are other shit like that. Your consciousness can really go. Like you could fly to the Himalayas if you want to.
We're really
like,
sleeping now, but we're really awake in our dreams.
If you
you know that goes around too.
But I don't know. Also no. But okay. I'm just saying, man.
So it was definitely a conflict of like different understandings in the points that we're making, you know. But
all right, you two.
You.
Date night's over. You
the Tories to keep shows
you
over.
Guys, and dude, that's literally what I feel like a car ride. Them two, they just sit in the car together. They just be talking back and like, all these fucking theories and shit.
Bro, I thought y'all were gonna jump in onto the shit.
Hey, we was like, hey, we let them start flowing for a second. Y'all went right in the car. Y'all was looking in each other's eyes and shit. No, bro, I feel what you're saying.
I was looking into the camera.
I think it was a difference of like communication, and you were thinking, I get it. Y'all are lovers.
Do y'all think aliens exist for real though?
I think so.
Yeah,
do you think they exist on Earth?
Nah.
See, the way I think about aliens is that the way that Earth has life is that we're the perfect distance from the sun when it's not too hot, not too cold and stuff. And the way I see it, that there's no way in this big ass universe we're the only planet where it's conducive to life. So I know aliens have to exist. Now, whether they exist in our galaxy,
in our time,
I don't know. Ooh, I never thought about the time part.
Because in different galaxies, different times. You know, it's like the stars are light years away, right?
This nigga just blew my mind, bro. I didn't even think about that.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Or does time affect other galaxies?
Bro, you know what's kind of similar to that shit? Because they say some of the stuff, like the stuff that we're able to see, that shit might not be there at all. Like that shit could have been. That was kind of an Interstellar too. Yeah, that shit's wild, bro.
We're
the
just
way
seeing
time is
like
affected
fragments
like that.
of it, and it won't even reach us. You
It's
know,
all light.
that's just crazy.
Elon
We
about to bring
became the
us
Joe
to
Rogan podcast,
Mars.
man. We
Oh,
became the
God.
Joe Rogan
If
podcast.
we reverse the Earth's orbit, will time reverse?
What would happen? Is that some quantum physics shit or what?
Yeah, I'm not excited. I can't even.
Bro, we should hit up Nikola Tesla.
So.
You probably know the answer. Well, yeah, that shit will reverse, but that was too dangerous. I didn't want to do it.
You just have dinner in the morning.
Well, the Flash did that.
Yeah, that's probably where I got that idea from.
Yeah. he ran against. He did reverse it, and then he went back to like drastic times, and then he was like, "Damn, we went too far."
Yeah, I remember.
And then he came back, and I was just like, "Holy shit, yo, guess what I did?" I watched Hotel Cecil.
Oh, y'all watch it? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it yet.
You watch it? You finished it? You finished
It
it?
pissed me off.
How many episodes is it?
Yo, I think it's okay to talk about it now.
No, we can't spoil it. Can't spoil it. Because if
Can't
y'all
spoil it?
haven't watched fucking, or I
It's
mean,
been 2 weeks since you last brought it up.
okay, if y'all,
Hey,
hey,
you spoil it, you want- I'm good if you spoil
spoiler
it.
coming up.
I'm not gonna
so
watch it. So
If you
Are you
gotta
gonna watch it?
I don't mind spoilers though, but I end up watching it, so it's all good.
Damn.
I'm not sure if I'm
Okay,
gonna watch it.
we'll
but
not
I'm
bring it
gonna-
for next pod. We could spoil the next pod.
Okay, no spoiler.
No.
All right, next week, Hotel Cecil reaction.
We are gonna unpack Hotel Cecil, and also there is part that relates to Kanye West. I gotta make sure to talk about that. I made a connection to some things, not a very strong one.
Oh,
Not a
with
real
Hotel Cecil?
connection, but it just has to do with like mental health and things like that.
what happened?
That's a
get
good
into
one.
it. I'm gonna get into it. Well, no, I can't spoil. I can't spoil.
Let's get
Hey,
it.
next week we spoiling that shit for y'all. So
Exactly.
You
Y'all better
just
watch
let,
it.
We'll just let you know when to skip, but definitely tap into Hotel Cecil. You know what's crazy?
What?
I did not announce. I didn't announce Solid the Hustler's new music video.
Oh, fuck. Just, we
All
can
right,
edit it.
2 hours in, never too late. Solid the Hustler got a music video
New
out right
video
now,
out.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
New video out.
Fruit
You know what time it
Loops.
is.
Yes,
Check
sir.
it out. You know, smash
you know
that
what the
like
fuck
button.
going on, man. Solid
You
the
know,
Hustler,
oh.
Blues on me. You can
Blues
see.
on me.
Hey, I'll take out some cash from him, you know?
You can see me in the music video.
Yes,
see
sir.
Kai Creations in the music video.
Feel like
We
half
were
second.
rocking, man. Make sure y'all go tapping with that. Blues on me. Solid the Hustler, my dog. For y'all that I assume most of y'all listen to my shit. That's the man on Chandeliers, man. That's
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
that's my brother right there, man. So please be sure to tap in.
Hey, I got a sneak peek. I can't lie.
Should I lead this shit here, or should I just put it in the start of the early?
Put it in the start. Put it in the start. Put it in the
But
start.
hold on. I got a sneak peek of the shit though. The shit's fire. The new shit.
Oh, the new
Have
song?
you seen? Well, no. He got the video for that pack.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
He
the
got
smoke
the
shop.
video.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got-
Alrighty, boys. What's up? Sports time.
Sports.
We got a
Da-da-da,
we got a sports
da-da-da.
anchor ready to go. What's the deal? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hit him with it.
Blake Griffin got bought out by
What
the
the fuck?
Pistons.
Do the pose. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad.
This nigga just started.
Breaking news. Blake Griffin just been bought out by the Detroit Pistons.
Yes, sir. No more Blakey G. BG Bubble Guts.
So what happens?
Oh no, but he wanted out of Detroit. It was What, you could kind of explain a little more.
Yeah, so basically, he's having a bad year. He's posting career lows or like close to career lows and basically all the stats. And Detroit's a really bad team. They might be the worst team in the NBA. So,
Right.
like, and the Pistons thought, you know, we might as well just play our young guys. So they put Blake on the bench. Like, we're going to try to find a trade partner for you.
Well, Blake's camp had told them though, like he was basically done. Like he,
Oh, for sure.
because that's why he wanted out because, and that's why it's pretty like amicable between them, or from what they announced, like his management and them. They actually have like appreciation for him. Basically, is like they're kind of on the same page. Like we got to rebuild. This nigga's at this point in his career, it just doesn't make sense for him to be here anymore. He's been great since he's been here, since he got traded from fucking LA. He's made the best of it. He's worked, but at this point, it's just like, yeah, he done. So that's why he wanted to. They were trying to figure out either a buyout or a trade situation. And then that's why he said he ended up giving back money.
Yeah, give back $13 million.
That's why. That's how you know he was trying to get out of there. Like that's why it was amicable, because you're not giving up no 13 mil unless you trying to leave too. Otherwise, you're like, nah, I'll stay here.
So now he
Right.
doesn't play, or does he go to a new team?
He's going to go to a new team.
Almost like the Iguodala situation when he was in Memphis.
So he's like a free agent now.
Yeah, he's a free agent right now.
So like when Iguodala got traded to Memphis from the Warriors, he already knew like, no, I'm gonna play for a contender. I'm not rocking with this shit. I understand that John Morant's great. They got kids, but nigga, I'm at this point in career, I'm not gonna try to help them rebuild. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna wait till y'all either buy him, because the trade issue had to do with his contract, right? It was something to do with contract wise. What he was owed wasn't gonna be, because when you trade something, the contracts have to align in terms of what this person's salary is, who the person you're bringing in salary, and that's why so much of that stuff gets complicated. But when it comes to Iguodala, that's why he was basically waiting on either them to buy him out, the Grizzlies to buy him out, or for another team. Say if the Heat, I don't think the Heat ended up doing the buy. I think the Grizzlies bought him out, but the Heat could also step in and say, okay, we'll buy out his contract, and then also pick him up. Harder to do because they're basically paying off the rest of his contract and putting this nigga on a new contract to then pay him. But yeah, that's why when people want out, sometimes that's the way of going. If the trade doesn't add up, it's more like, why don't y'all just pay off the rest of my deal? But in that one, 13 mil back is wild. He's for sure getting out of there. Where's the landing destination for Blake Griffin? Where do we see him at?
I think he's going to the Nets. That's what the reports say he's favored to go to.
Oh.
God, that's
What type
crazy.
of
Hey, can we
bullshit
talk
is
about
that?
Blake? Because did we talk about it last time when we was talking about how he like the first dude that had like crazy bounce, crazy athleticism, and then like as he started to develop the rest of his game, like as soon as he got that consistent jumper, consistent mid range, consistent handle, oh that nigga's athleticism left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, we did talk. Okay. My bad.
Yeah,
Go
I
on.
think we talked.
Probably pod 6, I think.
I
Yeah,
get.
I think-
Pod
So
6.
yeah, so we refreshing
Yeah.
them anyway.
Did we talk about sports pod 6?
A little bit.
I think
Oh,
Yo, you
shit.
talked about LaMelo about being MVP of the league.
Okay. You know, what? We're gonna get to LaMelo too. So yeah, Blake, you think he's going to the Nets?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that'd be kind of awesome.
I mean, like the Nets need defense, but like clearly,
But
just
you
saying,
get
fuck
Blake
it.
for
They're
defense?
like fuck it, all in on offense. That's their philosophy.
I just don't know if they need his skill set. Like, yeah, I don't see where his skill set meshes in terms of like, it's not like he's a high flyer anymore. So all their lobs they're throwing to DJ, them shits is not going to. Hey, he's
Off the bench though. Blake
he-
off the
probably
bench.
off the-
He ain't, dude, he hasn't dunked all year.
He hasn't done.
Not
he hasn't
one dunk.
dunked since 2019. No
Bro,
bullshit.
so you're not getting his dunks. I don't know if you really need him in the post doing mid range work.
Fucking turn ups, yeah.
'cause-
Post to turn
Yeah,
up.
I mean, I don't see.
He can shoot the three.
He
can
can
pass.
shoot. He can shoot the three, but they have hella shooter. I mean,
Yeah.
Joe Harris is a fucking monster when it comes to shooting the three ball. So it's like, I don't. That would be weird, but fuck it. If they do it, they do it. Maybe higher chances of us winning that chip this year.
Joe
When I say
Harris
us Lakers, obviously.
is Klay Thompson's second cousin.
Harris
Light
pretty
side.
Joe Harris is pretty
Bro,
nice.
they got like the same jump shot damn near, like the same, like when they're running around the key and shit, like
Yeah.
off ball and shit, they're crazy. They got the headband. Joe Harris trying to look like Klay Thompson.
For real, he's just white Clay
He's
Thompson.
just shooting like crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, real quick question: are the Knicks making the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
You think they'll have a decent run this year? Because it hasn't been like. When was the last time they fucking made playoffs?
A long time, bro. I
Like
couldn't tell you.
2013, 2014,
Really?
something like that.
Damn, that's kinda early.
Is
LaMelo,
that D Rose Knicks?
That was
No.
like Carmelo and
Carmelo.
like Tyson Chandler.
Oh,
type
okay.
names.
Oh, yeah, they
tripping,
played against
obviously.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
D-Rose
remember
came
that.
Yeah, that team was cold at
Yo,
NBA
Jason
2K.
Oh,
Kidd,
for sure.
Iman Shumpert.
Carmeli is.
Bruh.
Yeah,
The Knicks
J-
in 2K was crazy.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
J.R. Smith in 2K. It
It
was
was
nuts.
crazy.
The Knicks they've been doing their thing all year, and they're in the East, so it's like if you just do your thing, yeah, you'll make it to that. Like, just have a
Damn.
decent. No, but they have definitely been playing well. They don't have their best strength is their defense. They don't really have straight bucket getters, and that's why like their biggest issue, from what I've seen and heard about them, is basically like they struggle to score consistently. I mean, they have Julius Randle, he's been on a tear this year, but when you need a bucket getter, perimeter type scorer, they're kind of lacking in that in terms of just consistency. But their defense is off the charts because it's Tibbs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
You think
they-
D Rose changed a lot of that? You think that helped?
Huh?
D Rose helped with that a lot.
They started going on a run when D Rose got there. They started winning some more games. I feel like he added a little offensive punch.
Yeah,
So like it was definitely a good trade for them.
definitely. All right, let's
else
talk
you got?
MVP race.
Mhm.
Where we got him at?
I got Embiid.
Top 5.
I got Embiid, Jokic, LeBron, Steph, and
Jokic second?
J Hard.
Yeah, James.
Oh,
Harden,
yeah, James
yeah.
Harden fifth. James Harden's fifth. Maybe Jokic third now, but he was up there for a while. Jokic's been hooping.
Jokic.
Jokic been killing it, bro. His team is not that good, but like.
But
Has Donovan Mitchell been doing
I don't
good?
know. See, if you a center, and
But can you put him in an MVP race? Good.
Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
No.
He's not. Okay.
I mean, like, I guess you can because like he's the best player on the best team, but that's not how I do it. But that's how a lot of people vote.
Yeah.
and we're gonna get to the Jazz right after this. I'm glad you brought that up. But MVP race. Okay, you said Joel first,
Jokic two,
Jokic 2.
LeBron, Steph.
LeBron's MVP stock definitely dropped.
Yeah.
With our stretch we went on of bad games. Jokic, do we really put Jokic? You feel like Jokic is second in your race?
Yeah.
Jokic? Bro, I don't know. If you
Are
a
you
center, if you
joking?
a center going for
He's had a 40 like 2015 game.
that's it. What is 40, 20, and 15?
No, it's like consecutive games that he's
Every time I play at the park, I get 40, 20 in the course of a couple of games. I'm at 40, 20, and 15. No, okay, all right, fine. I'm gonna give him his props then. That's interesting. I feel like I haven't heard that, but that shit makes sense. It's funny how Giannis is way out that picture. Like, no, I feel like Giannis after that last playoff
Yeah.
run is like,
keeping up though.
yeah, exactly. It's just the attention is off.
Jokic is averaging 27, 11, and 9.
Goddamn.
That's the center.
That's
And his
a-
shooting percentages are pretty good too.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's good. Trust me.
It's
Take
good.
my word for it.
Good.
Take my
Is
word
it
for that.
like
shit.
even 3-point shooting and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
He's
actually
not.
not-
Because he takes selective threes. I could definitely
He
see
got
that.
a wetter for sure.
It's actually not 9 assists. It was 8.6. So he's a
We
fucking
rounded
liar.
up. We rounded
He's a
up.
fucking liar. We can't take any of that shit. Okay, fine.
He's shooting from three, 42% from three.
Damn.
From the free throw line, 88%, and from the field overall, 56.7%.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
over half.
an animal. He's an animal.
Damn.
So what you got? What you got for that, Trav?
Yeah, what did you say to that?
I mean, no, I guess the only thing I'd hold against him is what's his team's
He's
record?
fat.
No, what's his team's record?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think like
they've
7.
underperformed from where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saw their bubble play, but also I think some of that's been Jamal. I mean, Jamal hasn't been the most consistent throughout the year. Also, they did lose in not having Jeremy Grant back. That definitely hurt.
Yeah,
Did you see that
he's been-
bullshit ass
he's been-
play they had though?
Who?
It was end of the game. It was like last week. End of the game. The last possession of the game. They're on the break. They're down by 2. They're on the break. It's basically a 3-on-1 break. No, 4-on-1 break.
Denver.
Imagine I'm dribbling up the left side of the floor by the wing, right? There's only one defender in front of me. Y'all 3 niggas, you're first. You're what's his name?
Michael Porter.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr., right?
Yeah, Michael
I
Porter.
don't know why I'm tripping. You're Michael Porter Jr. You're the first one running up. So obviously you're thinking rim run. Nah, all 3 of them niggas all went to the 3-point line. So Jamal, he stopped at the 3-point line like he was going to get a shot up, which people were saying, oh, he should have gone to the rim too. But it's like, no, that's fine. You have one defender in front of you. Make him decide, am I going to close out on the 3 ball, which will put you guys up in the game, or am I going to guard the rim? So he did the right thing, but then he stopped. You could tell he's looking for that rim runner. No one ran. He had to just swing it to the corner. They end up putting an ugly-ass shot at the end of the game and lost.
Were they down by
idiots.
2 or 1?
They were down by 2. So
Yeah.
2 would have tied it. All you had to do is get a layup,
Yeah.
end up taking a 3, a transition 3 that ends up being
They
contested.
both spotted up at the 3-point line. We
All
had
3 of them.
They could just walk to the paint.
Like at least one cut. Come on,
And
motherfucker.
That's why most of the blame goes on MPJ because he was the first one up the floor. First one up the floor is for sure supposed to be the rim runner, especially
Yeah.
when there's no defender in front of you. I would have been pretty mad about
That
that.
should be the first option.
But
and
that's-
then
that's the
you
new
have your
NBA
3-point.
But bro, people keep saying that it's the new NBA, but it's like no, it's still basketball. Like
Yeah, that's
the new
bad.
NBA is analytics are saying, which I don't agree with in terms of. I agree with the analytics, but I don't agree with that you should like eliminate the mid-range shot. But the analytics say basically the best shots are 3 balls and layups.
Now, right?
But like,
Yeah, that's what the analytics. Well, that's what the analytics have. That's basically we started focusing on the analytics, or they started focusing on analytics. But the analytics have always been that way. It's just that they started playing the game based off that. But fam, layups have always been layups. It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally just dumb play. That's all. It was. I feel like them niggas were not running down the floor like no. A 3 is better than a layup. They just fucking ran to the 3-point line. I mean, dumb. It's just straight dumb.
it's a dumb play, but like if it's beating to your head to run to the 3-point line on the break constantly and over again by your coaching staff and by people who put your GM stuff like that, like it's the philosophy of your team. It's a dumb play, but I can understand why they were like in that situation, like, oh, fast break, run to the 3-point. That's what we're
You're
being to our
programmed,
heads
I
and
guess.
stuff.
If you're a professional and I have to let you know and say, hey, look, I know we want to get a lot of 3 balls up, but if we have a 2-on-1 break,
What's the correct play?
you want to go to the rim. Since high school, you've been learning this, right? 3-on-2 break, 2-on-1 break. Like, fam, it's basketball still. Like, so it's like
Go get a layup.
if this nigga go and if
Yeah.
MPJ look at me and say, hey, coach, y'all keep telling me to shoot 3s, man. I'm like, nigga, you don't. All right, you benched for a cool minute. MPJ is nice though, so I don't want to hate too much, but
Yeah.
that shit, like, just as a basketball player, I'm like, that's kind of. I understood why Jamal was pissed. They were fucking furious.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated as fuck. That's like an easy ass. At least go into fucking overtime. Come on.
Shit. All right, let's talk some Jazz. Do we respect the Jazz?
No. Next question.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like the NBA,
We'll see in the playoffs.
a lot of it is about eye test, and it's like you could have all the wins and be having a great year, but we gotta see something in the playoffs. It's gonna take a while for anyone respects it, but I feel like anyone, like I would probably be willing to bet any amount. Any amount the Jazz will not make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Who's the
Milwaukee
second best
looked
player?
good last year.
Who's the Jazz second best player?
Fuck what, Rudy Gobert?
Yeah,
Mike
they're
Conley?
not making that shit. Anyways.
Yeah, it's like we saw what happened with Milwaukee last year. They was looking really good, and then when it came playoff time, shut the fuck down. Yeah,
That's what I like NBA. It really is like just sports in general. It's so much of it is like it is eye test, and even also we see different things and we take a different mentality. Like the Bucks, we were talking about them all last year. We thought it was gonna be Lakers, Bucks. No one is talking about the Bucks now because they already kind of showed us their
The jig
issues.
is up.
The jig is up, exactly. We understand. Also, Giannis really struggles in the fourth. Although he's been getting it better. He's been getting some good looks off in terms of still getting to the rim. He had that one nice play to seal the game for him the other night. But yeah, it's kind of like the jig is up. When the league has seen something from y'all, it's like it's all right. We got it. So now you got to overcome that. Same thing with the Clippers. They're not in the conversation the way they were. They're having a good year, but it's like, yeah, well, we saw how y'all collapse. It's on y'all to change the narrative.
Damn.
Yo, I saw this video on Twitter when they were like, Paul George really coming at this year. And then there was like, what's it called? All you see is just one play where he takes 3 different shots, and one of them comes off the backboard, one of them comes off the side of the backboard, the other one clanks on the rim, and they're like, he coming after, he coming with a vengeance this year. Funniest shit of my life.
What happened to Paul George?
I just hate when PG's been that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he's been
been good.
balling this year, but that's the thing. Like I just hate when he tries to or when people in general are like, man, he's silencing the haters and shit like that. But it's like, bro, remember what is the hate? What's the hate on James Harden? He doesn't come through win clutch moments in playoff situations. So no one will ever deny James Harden, regular season, phenomenal. But we're still looking, what is he going to do in the playoffs this year? If he chokes again, that's on your record. Same thing goes with PG. So, like, do whatever you want in the regular year, fam. Like, the reason we on you for choking is because you're supposed to be a superstar. So when you choke, it's on you to rewrite that history. When Kobe was airballing them threes in the finals when he was a rookie, we look at that as like, man, you see how much of a fucking beast this dude is? Like, he really came back from that shit and did this shit, didn't care. He got interviews of him when he said, like, I'm not going to break easily. That'll hurt a lot of people, not me. Like, you can take all your little losses and overcome them when you show us something different. Braun with the Mavs. PG, all this fucking talking during the year makes me feel like he's going to choke again in the playoffs.
Oh, he will. He will.
And you called it last time. I was a big PG supporter as soon as I saw that nigga post on IG, like, I don't even know why y'all talking about me anyways. I don't get, like, what, all that shit. I'm like, fam,
Beta male ass.
Kobe
nigga.
is not doing that shit in the fucking playoffs. Nigga tweeting
I
out
swear,
like, what are y'all
Dave's a
talking
beta
about?
bell on the low 100%.
Me?
Hell yeah.
Big beta.
In what sense?
Big for B.
Oh, okay, yeah, true. Then.
And the B stands for bands.
No, but back
You
to
got
the,
your moments.
but back to the point. We'll talk about that in a minute.
All right,
But
next
back to the
spot, next
point
spot.
You were talking about how like nobody's talking about the Bucks and the Clippers. I think part of that is that the way the media is like, okay, there's the Lakers, obviously, best team. They have LeBron, yada yada yada. The Lakers flagship franchise. Now, what's the team that we could pin against them narrative wise? So
Nets.
at first it was like the Clippers. They gotta beat the Clippers. Gotta beat the Clippers, and they do Bucks out west.
The Clippers got some dogs, man.
They got some dogs,
Shut
some
the
trash
fuck
ass
up, niggas. And then, niggas getting sad in the bubble. Shut the fuck up. Bunch of fucking sad dogs in that bitch, man. They need leashes.
Exactly. And now like they went
I'll
outside.
edit it out. Too far.
And now they went outside.
I know that wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Fuck him. Keep that shit in there.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Every
David.
time he says that, I already know what's going in, what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
out. Act
Next
for
thing you
real,
know,
for real.
Quick, fast ass cut. Like, wait a minute.
Like,
Wait a minute.
like fucking Clippers. These niggas just cuts. Anyway.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So it's like now that the Clippers and the Bucks went outside, I was like, okay, who is the next guy we can pin
Yeah.
against the Lakers? Oh, it's the Nets now. So now all they talk about is the Nets. They don't care about the Bucks and the Clippers anymore. They never were really that team, but they were the team the media wanted them to be. Simple as that.
I feel that. Although I was a little worried. I can't lie. I was a little worried about the Clippers last year at the start of the year.
A little bit. The media definitely drew it
They're
up.
pretty talented.
And they got us twice. They had gotten us
They
twice
did beat
in a row.
us twice. Fucking hoes.
The Christmas game was some bullshit though.
Yeah, they had that little comeback.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this nigga Braun half awake, just reading the floor, just read. Low-key, my perception of Braun has changed a little bit because from seeing those games where he comes in looking like lethargic, unaggressive, in games where like as fans you're like, this is a big game, we gotta win. I really think Braun is a little ahead of the curve in terms of he's like, why would I show these niggas how I could kill them? Why wouldn't I just study how they're defending, get my teammates involved, see where my teammates are gonna be at, and like you
Playoffs
can-
are coming from them niggas. bro.
Exactly, because then you see how he turns it on in the playoffs, and this nigga is killing, and he's yelling at all at his teammates. Like when they fuck up, I like seeing that Braun come out. Like when he's like, bro, he's yelling at him in between plays. It's like, yeah, that's that nigga right there. That's how you know it's winning time. Now I like when you see when he gets in that zone.
He
It's
playing chess. He
'Cause,
playing
hey,
chess, man.
playing
he never gonna be the Kobe or the Michaels we want in terms of the mentality or the way he goes about his business. But at the same time, when you see that come out, when you go kill mode, it's something to be respected, man.
Yeah.
Pussy.
That's your favorite player.
No, you know. Let's talk LeBron. I think LeBron is the smartest player who does the dumbest shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, remember when this nigga was rolling the ball up, then tried to grab it, and then he just lost that bitch out of bounds?
Yeah.
Remember when this nigga was taking the ball out, and he just threw that bitch straight at the backboard? That was some crazy shit right there. Last game against the Suns, one of the game-sealing plays, this nigga just didn't get back on defense. Tried to, dude, he does a lot of. Oh, every time this nigga sizes up, he's losing the ball. Like, damn.
It's to the point I feel like that's part of his hesitation.
Bro,
Like, I swear, 'cause he does it consistently, but like it must be on purpose.
Like, in some of the shit he does, it is amazing to see. Like, some of his verticality, his fucking nice fit, because he does have that English. He got that fillet. Like, he could do his shit, but bro, I've just never seen a superstar as amazing as he is. Where like every game, there's several shots where I'm like, what the fuck was that? This nigga shot the 1-footer in crunch time, my guy. Like, what? And shot it off like the backboard.
Well, he hit the 1-footer.
No, he clanked the 1-footer. He shot in back on the one off a screen and roll. Literally just 1-footer clank.
Well, what about the Cavs series? He hit the game winner.
Did
for
you
that
see
one.
the shot he took this
Nah,
year?
was it
Okay,
like that
'cause
1-footer or not?
No, bro.
Oh.
Like, it was AD commented on after the game, like, yeah, bro. When I saw that shit, I looked at the bench like, what the fuck are we doing? Because it was a close game with like 8 minutes left, and this nigga literally just chucked it. But okay, back to my Bron. Back to my Bron slight slander.
Favorite player, your favorite.
Why
player.
is it that every game I'm watching this dude, like, there's just several moves I'll be wondering, like, shots he'll put out, I'm like, dude, has he worked on that? Like, I swear I'd never seen this nigga shoot that type of step back before. Like, bro, some of his shit is just dead ass ugly. Like, even his misses, bro, like, sometimes, man, like, especially last year sometimes, he like come up like he was gonna whop the 3 in crunch and just shoot that bitch straight off the backboard. Like, he do some crazy shit. That's all I'm saying. He's a different breed.
That's y'all king.
Hey, when it comes down to business time, but that's why he's just the first star. When I'm watching this nigga, I'm like, oh, what the like, he's sizing up. I'm like, what is he? Fam, he jabbed for 12 seconds.
Oh yeah,
You be doing that shit.
I'm like, fam, is this guy serious, bro? They're gonna, when they try to hate on the guys that Michael played against, they gonna run back them clips like, this is who Brown was playing. This is what they was doing in that era.
Yeah.
This nigga jabbing, fucking stepping across, just pop like, man, I don't know, man. All right, then last thing. LaMelo, what did I tell y'all?
That ball boy.
What did I tell y'all?
He's
And you see what Lonzo been doing. Lonzo's been playing well.
Sure.
Lonzo
How's he
has
been
been
doing?
hitting 3 balls like a motherfucker. He's been more aggressive. He had some nice ass sauce ups. He's just looking a lot more comfortable, bro, and he's being a lot more aggressive, which has always been the
Good,
critique.
good.
Hell yeah.
Way more aggressive. He's letting that motherfucker fly, bro. Like, he's shooting very well. His free throw percentage is up. I think it's around like 70, which still isn't good for a guard.
great
but
for him.
It's improved. Yeah, for him. Damn, like,
It's
this
fucking
nigga
great.
like a 45%
Yeah.
free throw shooter at some points. But yeah, he's they're both hooping. My boys are hooping. Jello's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
somewhere hooping.
I feel like
Somewhere.
Lonzo has
At
played
home.
himself into the conversation of the Pelicans' core players. Because for a while I
I'm thinking
thought,
about trading him though.
well, they were, but they started hooping since
Oh,
then.
I
They don't
feel
talk
you.
about it no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Like, for a while I thought it was just, okay, Zion, Ingram, that's the team. Everybody else don't
you
matter.
got it
They're
all
just
wrong.
placeholders. But now I feel like Lonzo, 'cause especially him and Zion play so well together. And if I'm the Pelicans, I'm like, how is this guy with my best player? We do well together? Okay, then I need him on my team. It's that simple. So he's a free agent. I feel like they're going to re-sign him to a big number, and he's going to be the part of the foundation of the team for the next few years.
And just remember, it's Lonzo and the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember Zion winning a national championship in high school.
That's true. That fool didn't even go to UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, where did he go?
He went to Duke.
Okay, yeah. No, oh, that's right. I'm tripping. Coach K and all them. Yeah, he didn't go to UCLA. What a bum. But yeah, so seriously though,
BBW be hooping, though.
LaMelo has been hooping like a motherfucker though. He getting 30-point games. He having
Yeah.
some wild nights, and he's starting now, and he's put up dummy numbers, and it just looks too easy for that dude. Like, looks like he's been in the league for a minute. It looks like a
Yeah.
4th-year player, bro.
He's
And I
special.
bet the players love playing with him
They seem
Well, you
like
can tell they do. They run the floor extra hard
Yeah.
when LaMelo on the court.
because they know it. They'll find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
All right, man. I think we did a great job today. Really,
Really
proud of
good.
everything we accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that first like 30 to 40 minutes we did, man.
About
I
the
really,
point?
Yeah.
I really like where that went. I know for
completely
sure.
forgot about that. I can't wait to watch that one.
I just don't. I just don't want to worry about
God.
doing this stuff for the money, man. So I'm just so glad we're never gonna get monetized
Oh yeah.
ever in this video.
those yeah, never happening.
But nah, man. I appreciate y'all rocking. Well, Y'all should appreciate me, man.
Of course we do,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate me. No,
Hey,
fuck
way
that
back
shit.
down's coming out. Music video coming out.
But nah, I appreciate everyone who's been rocking with us, man. If you made it this far, man, you are a real one. And you're probably, yeah, man. And you probably like way smarter than you were prior to watching this episode, man, and just way more educated. So we're glad we could fill your head with some different ideas, and we look forward to hearing the feedback. Look forward to hearing the responses, seeing those like and subscribes, and
Smash that like
seeing
button.
the comments, man. You know what to do.
Give
Smash
us
the
your
like button.
stories.
Drop a comment below.
Drop a comment. We need to see
Subscribe.
that interaction. Who's gonna tell the secret to end this pod?
All right, I got
You
you.
always say
I got
no
you.
one's watching at this point in the pod. Come on,
All right.
who's gonna tell the secret?
It'll be super easy, super simple.
And then we'll just cut it.
Because we're talking about we had a lot of talk about our inner and working on consciousness. I know we always gotta, if you don't have the inner right, how you gonna get your outer right? So let me just leave you with this. The universe, I fucked that one up. Let's say that again. The universe, I fucked that one up. The inner reality creates
This isn't gonna
the
be a
outer
secret, is it?
form. Oh, it's
This
a
is like
secret.
parting words. So
Oh,
this guy
fuck.
does not. No one listens. So, anyways, anyone have any parting words instead of secrets?
So should I say it again?
Yeah, go for it. I'm keeping all that shit in.
All right. So I say it one more time. The inner reality creates the outer form.
Yes.
Bang. Parting words. Y'all felt me?
Really good potting.
Girl, I'm off the drugs right now. I could use your love right now. But they steady trying to tear